And right back into it, huh? It's the fun part about all of this. You just drop right back into it. No matter how you look at it, you just drop right back into it, dog. You just drop right back into it. Give me a second as I get myself prepared. Ay. All right, let me get a few things set up here. Oh God, I've lost my green screen. Really hate. Ah, tried to get everything settled just before the game, and it's still finding new ways to piss me off. Ah, come on, dude. Can we just get this set up so I can get started? I love it. So this is just basically useless, and I have to go somewhere else here. This is dumb. This is really dumb. But welcome everybody as we every Sunday with me, man. Every Sunday, it's the same thing. All right, never mind. Thought it was fixed. It is not fixed. You know what? Hold on. Let me go here instead. Yeah, nobody actually knows what's going on because I was on CBS and that's where that happened. So I'm trying to go somewhere else because the network wants to mess with people for no reason. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that's dealing with this. So I'm trying to figure this out as I go to here to try to see if we can get something else. Why is it always with us and this nonsense? Oh, these networks. Okay, here we go. Think I should be good. Dog, what the? Yo! Oh no, this is wild. What the heck? Yo, CBS, bro. Can somebody at the network? Can somebody at the network get this right? This is ridiculous. Early problems here because CBS don't know what they're doing. Ah, that's fun. And then that's not working. And it's just like, oh, okay. Why is everybody disturbed every time when I get on the stream? What now? Okay, now we can start. What the hell, bro? All right, where's my remote? My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies. I don't know. Maybe you guys were having the same problems I have. I was seeing people on Twitter saying it was all of CBS, but for some reason, CBS decided to show freaking bull riding at the start of this. So no one had access to this. It was really weird. I'm sitting there getting ready to commentate over this game, and what do we get? Bull riding. Okay, that's fun. So I get to spend the first freaking 10 plus minutes trying to get this figured out. Meanwhile, did the Ravens get the ball first? I don't know what happened in this game. Does that anybody that may have been watching or is out there, did the Ravens get the ball first? We're in a 3rd and 7 here. Lamar gets it to Tyler Wallace for the first down. Did we get the ball first or did Cleveland get the ball first? Because I see 9:53 left to go. I'm assuming Cleveland got the ball first and the defense made the stop. Because what happened is, I don't know why, I don't know where you guys are watching it. I'm watching it on CBS, and when I turned it on CBS for the game, it was bull riding. The Browns got it. No, Ravens didn't get a 3 and out. They have the ball right now. So the Browns did. Okay, so the Browns got the ball first. I guess our defense made a stop, and now the offense is on the field for the opening drive here, which means they start at their own 10-yard line, and now it's 1st and 10 at the 24. So they're going to get it to Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers utilizing some of that speed, picking up about 6 or 7. Second down coming up here. Cleveland had it first. All right, cool. Thank you guys for the updates. I don't know. Maybe you guys were watching it on a different network or maybe a different stream or whatever. But I was sitting here with CBS, and CBS was showing bull riding, and I was trying to go through different networks and stuff and see if I can find the game. It took 12 years before they finally switched over from bull riding to the game. So I didn't get to see what happened on the opening drive. I guess the defense made a stop and then punted it back to the Ravens, or punted it to the Ravens offense for their opening drive. Anyway, let's move past that. 2nd down and 3 here. Mar's going to hand it to Derrick Henry, and that Browns defense came and rushed in and put Derrick Henry on the ground. 3rd down coming up here for the Browns. I expect this to be a tough physical game no matter how you look at it. It's going to be a close game. This is supposed to be personal for the Browns because we're celebrating 30 years, yada, yada, yada. You know how it is. 3rd down and 7 here. Don't expect this to be an easy game at all. Ravens was 6 of 11 on 3rd down last week against Buffalo. Let's see what they do here on 3rd down. Third and 7. High snap. Lamar's got time. Fires it downfield. He's looking for Zay Flowers. They could not connect. Incomplete. And the Ravens are going to punt the football here and give it back to the Browns offense. So both teams had to punt the ball here on their opening drives. Not much here. Again, it's a divisional game, and Cleveland does have a tough defense. Expected to be that type of day here. So Ravens going to have to punt the football back to Joe Flacco in the offense, and we'll see what happens here. Here comes the punt. Got close to being blocked, but you did get a good punt. Oh, look at this. This is a beautiful. That is a great punt right there. Get it around the 18-yard line. That's a good punt right there by Stout. So Flacco in the offense comes right back out. Yeah, I saw the inactive list. Jair Alexander is inactive. Honestly, it makes sense. It seems like sometimes the Ravens kind of have to learn their lesson. You know, I guess, I mean, I at the end of the day, I've sat back and said I probably wouldn't, if I said this last week, if Jair wasn't at practice on Monday, you probably shouldn't let him go. And even if he is at practice, you probably shouldn't let him play in week 1. He was gone for a month and then had 3 practices, and then you threw him out there on prime time. That probably wasn't the right decision to make. And Jair is just not ready yet. So the Ravens decided to not let him play. He's healthy. He's healthy. He's just a healthy scratch. They're trying to ramp him up and get him back to where he needs. So he's not playing here. Don't know if he's going to play next week against the Lions or the week afterwards against the Chiefs. But, you know, it is what it is. He's just not going to play today. But both teams, early on, both teams Both teams early on here in the first quarter, not much to look at here. Yeah, that's cool, Nicholas. You say everything's an easy win. Everything's easy. Everything's easy in the league. If everything's easy, we should see blowouts every week. But every single game, there's always easy for one opponent, and it should be a blowout. And then it never turns out that way. Oh, Puka Nakua took it to the house on 4th and 1.
They'll give it to him, and he's got it, and then some. Nakua is going to take it all the way.
Tennessee, what are you doing defensively? My God. I don't understand the Keaton Mitchell situation. Nobody understands the Keaton Mitchell situation. Why is he not playing? I don't know. Like, nobody understands why he's not playing, but he's not playing. All right. So, here comes Flacco and the offense. Second drive here for the Browns. Who made Cleveland's schedule, bro? They hate them. Why do they have to start the season off with 2 divisional matchups? That just tanks their chances potentially of being able to do what they need to do to try to win the division. Imagine this. I mean, if they lose today, I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but if they lose today, that means you start 0-2 in the season and 0-2 in the division. That puts you so far back that you virtually have no chance of winning this division. That's kind of cruel to start the season off with 2 divisional matchups. Why would you do that to Cleveland? Second down here for Jacksonville's already up on Cincinnati 7-0. That's fun. Second down and 6 here for the Browns. Flacco under center here. Probably gonna use some play action here. You know, Joe. There it is. There's the play action. He's looking down the field. He's got nobody open. He just throws it out of bounds. Incomplete. Third down and 6 here. Who am I talking about? For Keaton Mitchell? In terms of who's not playing with Keaton Mitchell? Are you talking about that? Third down here for the... What is all this? Third down and 6 here for the Browns. They're not trying to go 3 and out here. Let's see if the Ravens defense can make a stop. Flacco in the shotgun here. They could be sending pressure. Here we go. 3rd and 6. Pressure's coming. Flacco gets rid of it quickly. It is dropped. Marlon Humphrey makes the stop. It's not a fumble. It's an incomplete pass. 4th down here. Browns are going to be forced to punt the ball. Oh, Cleveland? I thought you were talking about Lions and Bears. I'm talking about the Browns. Oh, you're talking about divisional rounds. Yeah, no. I'm talking about the Cleveland Browns. Week 1, they went up against Cincinnati and lost. Week 2, they're taking on the Baltimore Ravens. If the Browns lose this game, they're going to start the season 0-2, and they're going to be in the division 0-2. That's just unfair to start the Browns off with 2 divisional rivals. Everybody's in the stadium, Kevin. It's the 30-year anniversary. There's a bunch of former Ravens here, so everybody's here. And then he'll take it. Here we go. LaJohntay Wester with a great return here. If he doesn't get tripped up, he might take it to the house. So the Ravens are going to have great field position to start this next drive. If he doesn't get that shoelace tackle, bro, he could beat the punter and go the distance. But that's great to see LaJohntay Wester make some plays here in the special teams. Great return there. Ravens are going to get great field position to start this drive. Aye. Trevor Lawrence ain't got nothing to do with Clemson right now. He's trying to help his team win. Why are we not using D-Hop? It was the opening drive. He just wasn't open. I mean, it's only been one drive, guys. We can't be like, it's only been one drive. They're going to utilize different individuals. And D-Hop is number 3, but you forget who's number 4, Tylan Wallace. And they're going to utilize all 4 of their receivers. Their 1 and 2 is Flowers and Bateman. Their wide receiver 3 is D-Hop. Their wide receiver 4 is Tyler Wallace. They're going to alternate at times between D-Hop and Tyler Wallace on the field. It's not like D-Hop's going to get every single snap as the wide receiver 3. There's going to be times where you're going to see Tyler Wallace, who is our wide receiver 4, get snaps because they know what he's capable of and they do trust him in some of these situations. So again, D-Hop is our number 3 wide receiver, but you do have your number 4 wide receiver and you do have to use your receivers. The Ravens use all 4 of their receivers. So there's going to be times where Tyler Wallace is on the field and there won't be a D-Hop out there. Or there's going to be times where you'll see Flowers, D-Hop, and Tyler Wallace and Bateman's not out there. It just depends. Justin, I'm not even going to do this hopefully thing with these guys. If they blow the lead, it is what it is. That's their problem. I've never seen a quarterback in any football game throw 5 interceptions. Peterman did that against us when he was playing for the Buffalo Bills. Week 1, 2018, Ravens versus Bills. Peterman threw like 5 picks against us. Also, I mean, there's been Peyton Manning's thrown 6 interceptions in the game. It's not like this is just crazy to say that's impossible. It's happened before, plenty of times. Where, well, not that much, but it's happened enough to be noticeable. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Ravens. You assume the offense should be able to get some points out of this because you're starting off in Browns territory. Let's see what the Ravens do here. 1st and 10. Lamar in the shotgun here. Lamar's going to take the snap, drop back here. He gets it to Bateman, and Bateman breaks a tackle, and he picks up a 1st down. 1st down, Ravens. Nice play there by Bateman. I mean, they had to move on eventually. It was a smart plan. 1st down and 10 here for the Ravens. Lamar in the shotgun here. He's going to take the snap. Lamar, pump fakes, fires downfield. He's got a man. He was looking for Zay Flowers. They could not connect. Incomplete. Lamar's trying to get Flowers coming across the field. Just cannot connect there early on. 2nd down and 10 for the Ravens. Obviously, you got to get some sort of points off of this one. So, got to get points off of this drive. You can't start at Browns territory and not get anything off of this. 2nd and 10 here. Lamar's going to change up at the line of scrimmage. Got to get this ball snapped off. Lamar takes the snap. Deep drop back here. Fires. He's got Flowers. Flowers is going to cut it back. Flowers is going to utilize the speed, and Flowers is going to come close. He might have picked up the 1st down, or he might be short. They're going to say he's short. So it's a 3rd down situation. Lamar makes the adjustment. He makes the audible at the line of scrimmage. And then you have Flowers coming across the middle of the field. And Flowers is going to cut it back. And I think he's coming close. They may mark him a yard short, and they're going to mark him a yard short. So this is where it's just about physical football here. And it's 3rd and 1, and they're going to do a direct snap. They've been doing this direct snap. They've been doing this tush push with Mark Andrews for a while now. That's kind of what they do. So they've been doing this tush push with Mark Andrews for a while. They just kind of have that go. 1st down, Ravens. Ravens moving the ball here on this drive. Trying to get points off of this. They are in field goal range now, so you feel comfortable in saying they could get some points off of this, but you're looking for 7. You're not looking for 3. 1st and 10 here. Lamar under center. Going to hand it to Derrick Henry, and right now the Browns defense is making it their assignment to stop the run. Weren't you going to talk about why the Ravens defense isn't feared anymore? I was, but I'm probably going to wait a little bit more because it's better to talk about the Ravens defense a little bit more into the game as well as when the defense is on the field. Because I could briefly talk about that. but I'm not going to give every aspect of what I wanted to discuss because I probably will make a video on this. Second down and 12, Lamar under center here. 2-yard loss there. Browns defense doing a good job stopping the run here. This could be some play action with Lamar here. Second and 12, Lamar under center. Here we go. Play fake. Lamar, pressure's coming. He fires. He gets it to Bateman. Bateman makes the catch. Picks up about 4, maybe 5 yards here. Third down coming up for the Ravens. Oy. Thank God for Derrick Henry making that block right there. Otherwise, Lamar's getting smoked. Third down and 7 here. You got to give him some time. They're going to send some pressure. This offensive line, Swiss cheese. He's going to have to buy some time. There's the pressure that's coming. Lamar fires it. Couldn't get it to Bateman, incomplete, and the Ravens are going to have to settle for 3. Yeah, like I said, the Browns defense knows they just got to put pressure. The Browns defense knows they got to bring pressure. Our offensive line's not going to hold, and Lamar's got to get the ball out quickly. Not going to really see what you want to see. Like I said, I expect this to be this type of game here between the divisional teams because it's going to be like that. That Browns front 7 is going to bring a lot of pressure, and I don't know if Lamar's going to be able to comfortably sit in the pocket and be able to dice these dudes today. I just don't know if you're going to be able to see that. So they're going to have to create some sort of plays here. 43-yard field goal attempt here. Tyler Loop, the kick is up, and it is good. So the Ravens strike first. 3-0 here. Bad throw. He threw it outside. Bateman's coming inside. He's trying to get rid of the ball quickly because, again, you saw the pocket collapsing. Cleveland, this is going to be tough, bro. This is going to be tough. Cleveland knows our offensive line can't deal with their front 7. So I don't know how much time Lamar is going to get to throw today. I do not know. He almost got smoked on second down. If it wasn't for, good job on Derrick Henry making the block, and he barely got it off to Bateman there. I don't know if Lamar is going to be able to sit behind this offensive line and be able to throw in the pocket because the interior pressure is just collapsing. It's that interior pressure. The edges are doing a good job in holding, but that interior pressure that's coming from the Browns, it's destroying the interior part of our offensive line, and they're not doing a great job in really blocking. So, yeah, it's going to be exactly what you think it is. Everyone can say that the Ravens should destroy them, yada, yada, yada. This is going to be the type of game you're going to see all damn day. The Ravens are never going to really get comfortable enough to be able to do anything offensively. They're just not. I hate to let you guys know this. That's just the reality situation. The Ravens are going to have a tough time getting comfortable in this game, and there's not much that can be said past that. So at the end of the day, it's just going to be a situation. How's Falele doing? The offensive line isn't really holding up against the Browns front 7, so I don't know if you can really just point specifically to Falele, but the offensive line as a whole is kind of struggling with the pressure. They've always struggled with pressure, and nobody talks about this. They've always struggled with pressure, but it is what it is. Again, the offensive line as a whole is just kind of just trying to hang on, but this is not an O-line that is good at managing pressure, so it's going to be that type of day. I just hate to say it is going to be that type of day. 3-0 game here, 3:06 left to go in the first quarter, and I don't know if you can really sit back and say the Ravens are going to be able to get a lot done. Good job, special teams. Special teams continues to make mistakes, and I'm supposed to be surprised. Yeah. I mean, good job, O-line. I mean, good job, special teams. Good job, guys. Dog, this is serious. Oh, nah, bro. Oh, nah, bro. This can't be real. Nah, dog. You got to be messing with me, man. First and 10 here. You got to be messing with me, bro. It's really over. First and 10, Flacco looking, checks the ball down, and Roquan Smith makes the tackle. That's going to be a loss of maybe 4 or 5 yards. Dog, this is real. Wow. Oh, this is it for them, bro. Tyreek Hill is going to ask for a trade, dog. Tyreek Hill's going to ask for a trade, bro. There's no way this is happening, bro. Tyreek Hill going to ask for a trade. Tyreek Hill going to ask for a trade, dog. This is serious, bro. Tyreek Hill going to ask for a trade. Tyreek Hill is going back to Kansas City, man. There's no way Tyreek Hill is getting traded, dog. It's over for the Dolphins, bro. This is disgusting work. Second down and 14 here. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They may be the worst team in the league this year. Flacco takes the snap. Pressure's coming. Flacco's just got to get rid of it. It is dropped incomplete. Third down and 14 coming up here for the Browns. Ravens defense doing a good job getting pressure on Flacco. So that's a good look right there. Third down and 14. Third down and 14 here for the Browns. They don't want to go 3-and-out again. Let's see what happens. Flacco takes the snap. Flacco has time. He's going to fire it to the sideline. There's nothing open, incomplete. And it's another 3-and-out here for the Browns offense. But dog, yeah, Tyreek Hill finna, yeah. Tyreek Hill finna ask for a trade, dog. This is ridiculous. Tyreek Hill's getting traded. Tyreek Hill's getting traded, dog. Tyreek Hill's getting traded. I cannot believe this. They are the worst team in the league, and it's really bad. It's really bad. I can't believe this. Drake May's cooking them right now. All right, here goes the punt. Let's see what Western can do this time if he gets the ball. Nope, it goes out of bounds. Good punt on Cleveland, and Baltimore is going to get the ball back. 2:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Not a lot of action happening offensively here. Everything's going the way you expect it to, bro. The Bills are just going to get the number 1 seed this year. It's not even a joke. They got no competition in that conference. Not in that division. But dog, this is nasty, bro. Oh no, the Dolphins may be the worst team in football this year. The Dolphins may literally be the worst team in football this year. This is no, bro. This is serious, dog. This is serious. McDaniels has to go, bro. How is the Dolphins doing? They're down 12-0, and Drake May has 2 touchdown passes. And it's only the first quarter. First quarter, Dolphins down 12-0. They're just not doing anything. Well, surprising. I can't even. Let me go somewhere else. Let me see if I can. You want to see Shador thrash the Ravens? I don't know. Yeah, throw a rookie in to go take on any. Again, that's cool and all, but I don't see a rookie just coming in and thrashing any defense like that. Especially with him having little to no reps. That don't really bode well for him. And yeah, I saw that report today. I saw it. I'm not surprised. No, this is disgusting work by the Dolphins, bro. They should be ashamed of themselves. First down and 10 here for the Ravens. 2:10 left to go in the first quarter. Drake May 7 to 8, 89 yards, 2 touchdown passes. Tua Tagovailoa, two. Sorry, let me do this. Yeah. 7 to 8, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tua 2 of 3, 13 yards, and yeah, that's basically it. Lamar's 5 of 8 for 41 yards here so far in the first quarter here. Got to get something going from the offense, trying to take something. First and 10 for the Ravens offense here. Let's see if they can get something going. Lamar's going to take the snap. Lamar looking, and Lamar is going to get sacked. Let me see. I'm trying to see if anybody. Yeah, nothing's open here. Also, these snaps are high. Nothing's open here, and yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna end the drive. This is pretty much what I expected. It's exactly what I expected. I thought it was gonna be a tough game. Everyone's just assuming, oh, it's a trap game. The Browns defense is for real. Y'all just assumed that they weren't. I watched what they did to Joe Burrow last week. Y'all thought that was fake? This was going to be a tough game no matter how you look at it. Second down here, nothing. So Ravens about to go 3-and-out, and they're gonna have to punt this. So yeah, it's going to be that type of game today. I don't know what Flacco is going to do offensively, but the Ravens are going to have trouble. And again, Ronnie Stanley just got smoked by Myles Garrett, and they once again cannot stop Myles Garrett. So 3rd and 21, at this point, you just hand the ball off and punt the football. There's no reason to take any sort of risk. A short throw, a check down, a handoff, whatever you want to do, you don't take any sort of major risk here. You just want to make sure you get out of this without turning the ball over, and you just call it here. 3rd and 21, that's a jump. Myles Garrett is just ready to destroy worlds right now. I mean, great. It'd be great if it was 3rd and 11. You could at least do something with that. But I mean, 3rd and 21, it's only gonna make it 3rd and 16. You're punting the ball no matter what, unless somebody makes a play and breaks a couple tackles and somehow picks up a first down, which you're not doing against the Browns defense. This is pretty much wraps here. Um, 3rd and 16 here. You're not really gonna get much from this, and I doubt Lamar's gonna force this ball. Just hand the ball off. It's 3rd and 16. If it was 3rd and 11, try to do something, but like just check the ball down. Oh, you got some blockers, but it ain't gonna really do much of anything. You check the ball down and just hand it over. So yeah, Browns defense is doing their job right now. But is anyone surprised by what the defense is doing right now? I know people are saying whatever they're saying right now. Is anybody like that's the end of the first quarter and Baltimore is gonna punt coming out of the second quarter? But is anyone surprised by what they're seeing right now? Did y'all not see what this defense did to Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins in week 1? I mean, this is to be expected. I don't think the Browns, I said this in the offseason, based on everything I'd seen, the Browns defense seems like they have resurged back to where they were in 2023, maybe even better. Browns fans have been talking about their defense all offseason. We watch what they did to Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. They should have won the damn game because that defense was shutting things down. So, again, if they're able to shut down Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins, it makes sense that we're also going to have some trouble with this Browns team. So I'm not really surprised by anything I'm seeing from the Browns defense so far and the early struggles that you're seeing with the Ravens offense. This is to be expected. Now, as the game goes on, things are going to start to open up for both sides, and you may see some changes. But this was fully expected. Dog, what the Dolphins? I knew the Dolphins didn't have a defense because they lost everybody due to injuries, but I swear I didn't think it'd be this bad. This is awful. Nah, bro, this is bad, man. This is bad. This is really bad. Flacco's going to be 10 of 25 for 100 yards and 0 touchdowns through 3 quarters and be 15 of 15 for 250 and 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. I mean, at this point, I don't think he'd have 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, but that 15 for 15 for 250, that could definitely happen. He may have a touchdown or two, and depending on how this game goes, that could be all you need. So yeah, no one's really blocking Myles Garrett, and the people that they're throwing at Myles Garrett can't really help. Maybe you try to double team Myles Garrett and don't let him get off, but that's just me. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a coach or anything like that. Arguably the best defensive play in football. You want to slow him down? Nah, that's good. Just let him go one on one with whoever you want and watch him just destroy him. That's the smart decision right there, right? Here comes the punt. Another good punt right there, and he's going to be stopped right around the 29-yard line. So Stout's getting a couple good punts here today. Flacco coming back out here. Cincinnati has tied the game up. Burrow, Chase, touchdown. It's a 7-7 game in Cincinnati just at the end of the first quarter. Everything's tied up in Cincinnati. The Bengals have a 3-game winning streak against Jacksonville, so we'll see what Jacksonville is able to do. Flacco is 5 of 9 for 23 yards. First and 10 here for the Browns. Let's see what Flacco and this offense can do this time around. Can they get something going? They're going to hand the ball off here. And look, they got something off the edge. Marlon Humphrey's going to chase him down and does a good job in stopping him from picking up the first down. But they didn't cover the outside, and they were able to make a good play there to pick up some yardage. Maybe this could be a good drive for the Cleveland Browns. Who knows? Good for Dolphins to do something. I mean, they got to do something. Josh Allen apparently broke his nose. I hope he's okay. I really hope he's going to have to wear a mask if that's the case, but I hope he's okay. They'll have to look into it. 2nd and 3, and I think he comes close, but he does not pick up the first down. It's 3rd down and 1. So, is he still in the game? Is Josh Allen still in the game? Has he left to go get checked out? I hope he's okay. You gotta hope he's okay, man. That's a tough guy. Josh Allen is a tough soldier. He's played through some injuries, man. 3rd down and 1 here. They're gonna probably look to run this ball. So, I mean, they're basically gonna go physical on physical here. So, which, I mean, I don't know about our defense, but yeah, physical on physical in that aspect here. Yeah, they are lined up to run this ball. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna run this ball, and they're gonna get the outside. First down, Browns. Mitchell Trubisky's in the game. Oh my God, that is bad. Mitchell Trubisky's in the game. That definitely means he's definitely gonna, man. He's gonna wear a mask. It's gonna be a whole thing. I really do hope Josh Allen's okay. First down and 10 here for the Browns. Honestly, if the Browns can get this run game going, they could do something here. 1st and 10, Flacco in the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off here on 1st down, trying to get something going. Ravens defense makes a good stop here. I think he picks up about 1, maybe 2 yards. 2nd down coming up here for the Browns. Allen's back out there. Okay, that's good. That's good. If he's back out there, that's good. If his nose is broken, they're going to probably look to... He's going to have to wear a mask for the next several weeks if his nose is broken. Hopefully that's not the case. 2nd down and 8 here. Flacco's going to take the snap. Pressure's coming quickly. Flacco's just got to get rid of it. He takes a hit, incomplete. 3rd down and 8 coming up here. Third down and 8 here for the Browns. They're not looking to punt once again. They don't want this to be one of those games where they can't get anything going offensively. Empty backfield here for Flacco. He's going to take the snap. He's looking towards his right. Pressure's coming again. Flacco's just going to have to get rid of it. And Flacco takes another hit as he has to get rid of it. Incomplete pressure coming, and they're going to have to punt this ball. All right, fourth down here. They're going to punt this football, get it back to the offense. Offense got to see if they can get a good return here. Oh, they blocked the punt. They blocked the punt. And the Ravens offense is going to start well inside the 25. Huh? Hold on. Jake Hummel? Is that the guy we picked up? That's somebody we picked up in free agency in the offseason. He makes a great play there. Shout out to him. When's the last time our defense has gotten, our special teams gotten a block? I don't remember the last time we've gotten a block. First down and 10 for the Ravens. Well, Ravens offense got it to put this in. If not, that's just going to be a bad look on them. First and 10. And there goes Derrick Henry. There goes Derrick Henry. And he fumbled the ball. There's no way this guy really fumbled the ball. Hey, yo, Derrick. My guy. What's going on, big dog? Derrick Henry's not known to fumble the ball. See, he's a Raven now. He's a Raven. He's developed fumbleitis. Derrick Henry has become a Raven and he's developed fumbleitis because for some reason, once you become a Raven, you fumble the ball. I don't know why this is the case. Well, second down and 1, you got lucky to get that back. Lamar, play fake. He's looking, he's firing. It is caught. Tylan Wallace, touchdown. Tylan Wallace got open for the touchdown. Ravens add to their lead, 10-0 game here. Touchdown, Tylan Wallace, first touchdown reception of the season for him. Yeah, I watched Crawford beat Canelo. Great 12 rounds, but you can tell Crawford was dominating for a majority of that fight, man. Ravens knew they had to take advantage of that. You needed to score a touchdown there. You could not waste the special teams finally stepped up and made a play. You had to get a touchdown out of that. Lube extra point kick is up and kick is good. Ravens up 10-0. But yeah, Derrick Henry has come to Baltimore. He's integrated into our culture, and because he's done that, he's developed fumbleitis. That's really crazy. He's developed fumbleitis. I really can't believe this is happening, bro. Derrick Henry is not somebody that's known to fumble. Yet here he is fumbling the ball. Fumbled last week, fumbled this week. That's crazy, man. I'm not even gonna lie. That is crazy. It's crazy because, like, man, this is Derrick Henry, man. We don't. Oh wow, Trevor Lawrence is officially cooking. Trevor Lawrence, 12 of 16, 142 yards. He's thrown a second touchdown pass. Jacksonville's up 14-7 over Cincinnati. Wow. The Lions up 14-7 over the Bears. That's expected. I saw this early on. Let's see. Okay, it's a 13-0 game here between the Bills and the Jets. That Seattle defense looking good. Aaron Rodgers has been slowed down. 7-6 game in Seattle. A-Rod ain't really looking like A-Rod, I guess. Sam Darnold threw a pick to Jalen Ramsey. That happened. Shout out to Carter with the $5 donation. Our defense slash special teams forced a turnover that led to points. That's what we need from them, especially on games where the offense is slow. It'd be cool if they would do this a lot more often. Unfortunately, they just don't seem to be doing this often. Finally rolling Lamar out. Hey man, I've been speaking about this. When the offensive line's doing that, you're gonna have to start rolling Lamar out of the pocket. Trevor playing the Bengals defense, what you expect was gonna happen? I mean, that's cool, but still, I mean, still, you would at least like to see something positive there. He's cooking. Yeah, and the defense sucks, but he's cooking. I'm gonna give the man credit for at least playing well. Yeah, it's the Bengals defense, but still, I gotta give him credit for playing well. So Browns down by 10. They got to get something going offensively. They know that. So we'll see what happens here. First and 10 here. Flacco's going to take the snap. Flacco's looking, fires down the middle of the field. It is dropped. Incomplete pass. Second down coming up here for the Browns. Yeah, you got to hold on to that, dude. Good play by Wiggins on that one. Great defense by Wiggins. You got to hold on to the football there. Flacco zipped it right in. Wiggins is right there with tight coverage to try to knock that ball out. But you as a wide receiver, you're going to have to make plays for your quarterback. And no one is saying this is easy. It's not easy. But when you're down 10 on the road and your quarterback is trying to get you the ball, you have to make those type of plays. Second and 10. Flacco takes a snap. Flacco checks it down. And the Ravens defense is right there to make a stop. Third down's coming up here for the Browns. Third down and 7 here. Browns are 1 for 5 on third downs today. Somebody's got to make a play for Cleveland. You're down 10. You got to get something going. Let's see what's going to happen here. Third down and 7. Jerry Jeudy at the bottom of the screen. Can he go get open and make a play? Flacco's looking towards Jeudy's side. Jeudy makes a play. Jerry Jeudy makes a play. First down, Cleveland. That's not bad defense from Chidobe Awuzie. He was right there with them. It ends up being a back shoulder throw. Jeudy makes the stop and comes back and gets it. That's a big play right there. That's not an easy throw, and that's not an easy catch. Jeudy made the play right there. First and 10. They're trying to get things going off the edge in the run game, and the Ravens defense makes a stop right there. Looks like the Bills defense learned their lesson and mistakes from last week. I mean, I would assume they would. Second down coming up here for the Browns. Flacco takes a snap. Flacco fires across the middle, checks it down to Njoku, and that's a great tackle right there. That is a great tackle. Third down coming up here for the Ravens. Yeah, the Jags are up 14-7, yeah. Trevor Lawrence has 2 touchdown passes. 3rd down and 8 for the Browns here. Where are they? They're at the 40-yard line. If they don't get any more yards, they can have a chance to kick a field goal here, but if they don't get any more yards, they're gonna have to punt this. Pressure is coming, so Flacco has to be ready for this. Here we go. Flacco's gonna get smoked if he doesn't get rid of it. Incomplete. He went to Judy. Judy could not hold on. 4th down here for the Browns. They're at the 40-yard line. It's a long field goal if they want to take it. They're technically in the range of field goals. It's a long field goal if they want to take it, or they're gonna punt it. Like I said, I don't know if they have the kicking. After what happened in week 1, they're gonna punt it. You don't have a kicker that can make that type of kick, so you've got to punt it if you're Cleveland. They don't trust him. Their kicking situation was poor last week. They don't want to take a chance and give Baltimore great field position. All right, Baltimore is going to start at their own 9-yard line. That is where Lamar and the offense are going to get the ball. 10-0 game here. Baltimore has the lead. Lamar and the offense coming on the field. We'll see what they can do for their next drive. Let's take a look at some of these things that are happening around the league because we always love to do that. NFL got too many ads. That's the era we live in, dude. You weren't seeing these many ads you weren't seeing this many ads 20 years ago. Hell, you weren't seeing this many ads a decade ago. This is just the era we live in, man. Everything's about marketing. Everything's about promotion and advertising. That's kind of just the era we live in, dude. So you're going to see a lot of this. Let's see. Rams up 10-3 against the Titans, but Titans are in Rams position. The Patriots are at the goal line. It's 3rd and goal at the Miami 4. If they give up another touchdown, they'll be at the very least down 18-7. If they decide to go for 2, it'll be 20-7. If they kick the extra point, it'll be 19-7. Either way, Patriots score a touchdown here. It's going to be difficult for the Dolphins again. I thought the Bengals defense was bad. The Dolphins defense is setting records. Here's the difference, Charge. The Dolphins lost everybody defensively. They've suffered serious injuries to a lot of their guys. The Bengals defense is healthy. They just stink. So the Bengals defense stinks healthy. The Dolphins defense, they don't have anybody left. They've suffered so many injuries. That's why people backed off of Miami this year. They don't have anybody in that defense. All their guys are on IR. They've lost a lot of defensive pieces over the offseason. It's not good. They've lost a lot of their main guys. So they don't have anybody left on the defense. They're gutted. Cincinnati's defense is healthy. They just stink. So here we go. 1st down and 10 here for the Ravens. Starting off at their own 9-yard line. Lamar is going to take this under center. Baltimore has not really been able to get the run game going because Cleveland has locked in on that. So good on them. Derrick Henry gets the ball, and Derrick Henry is trying to get something going. He only picks up a yard. 2nd down coming up here for the Ravens. The Browns defense has locked in to stop the run game. They won't let Derrick Henry go off. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 8 here for the Ravens. Lamar's going to take the snap. Lamar fires downfield. It was in Bateman's hands, and it just got knocked out of his hands. Bateman got to make that catch. Yeah, Bateman's got to make that catch. Yeah, Bateman, you got to make that catch, dude. He's got to catch that one. He knows that. He's got to catch that one. Ravens are 2 of 5 on third down today. Bateman, you got to make that catch, man. You got to make that catch. You know you got to make that catch. You're coming across the middle field. You make that catch. It's a first down. Third down and 8 here. Lamar's just going to need the protection. That's just really it. But give him time and let's see what happens here. Third and 8. Lamar's going to take the snap. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to shovel it to Justice Hill because no one else is open. And you're not going to get much yards here, but a flag is on the play. Oh, this is going to be on the offense. That's going to end the drive. Holding on the offense. That's going to decline it. Ravens offense is going to go 3 and out here. It's one of those tough games, man. We expected this to be the case. Can't really get anything going with the offensive line. And when Bateman drops a pass like that, that would have been a first down. You're going to go 3 and out. Stout. Let it bounce, let it bounce, let it bounce to the 28-yard line. Another good punt. So we'll see what Flacco and the Browns offense can do. They got to get something going. Right now, it is around the league 14-7. Jags. Cincinnati is going to punt the football because they just got stopped on third down. Giants are up 6-3 against the Cowboys. Giants look like they got a shot to really beat the Cowboys right now, but it's only the first quarter. Actually, wait, no, I'm sorry. It's 6. It's not the first quarter. It's the second quarter. It's a 6-3 game. Excuse me. It's a 6-3 game. But yeah, Giants and Cowboys are playing a close game here. Playing a relatively close game. Where are they? 14-7. Lions up 14-7. Or actually, no, it's a 6-0 game. I thought it was a 6-3 game. I could go back and check that. But yeah, Lions up 14-7 over the Bears. Rams up 10-3 over the Titans. Patriots did not get the touchdown. They kicked the field goal. They're up 15-7 against the Dolphins. Niners up 9-0 against the Saints. Bills up 20-0. You had a 40-yard touchdown run by James Cook. So that's how that went. And then Seattle's up 7-0. I'm sorry, 7-6 against the Steelers. Looks like it's a tough game there. And then you got a game here with us in Baltimore. So far in the game, Joe Flacco's 8 of 16 and 56 yards passing. Lamar's 8 of 12, 68 yards passing and a touchdown. Let me see what's happening with Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. Week 2 ain't looking like week 1. Offense was vibing in week 1. Offense was vibing in week 1. Week 2, offense is a bit slow. It's fourth and 1 at the Pittsburgh 29. Man, if you don't go for it, Sam Darnold. Let me see how Aaron Rodgers is doing in this game. Browns have the ball here with about 7 minutes left to go. Sam Darnold, 11 of 14, 136 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, 3 of 9, 26 yards. Mike McDonald's defense doing damage. Joe Burrow got injured. Is he okay? Is he what happened? Great. Now I gotta go look this up. Oh my God, he's down. This is bad. This franchise is going to, he's going to be the next Andrew Luck, bro. They're not protecting him, bro. Joe needs to get the hell out of Cincinnati before they kill him. Oh boy. Joe Burrow is hurt. 2nd and 1. That just tanks Cincinnati's season completely. First down here for the Browns. Bills rolling over the Jets. We expected that. But yeah, Joe Burrow's hurt right now. That's not a good look. We talked about Cincinnati and how they were just going to get this man smoked. That's their season. Looks like it's his ankle. 1st and 10. Flacco throws to the outside. It is caught. 2nd down coming up here for the Browns. So it looks like it's an ankle injury. If he's compromised, he's going to... Hey, Malik Neighbors with a beautiful touchdown catch. Good job, Malik Neighbors. I think that's first touchdown of the season for Malik Neighbors. 2nd down and 6 here for the Browns. Flacco under center. Play fake here. Flacco's got time. He's going to check it down, and it's going to be met with a tackle. Roquan Smith is hitting a lot of players today. Who knows? Maybe all of y'all speaking up on Roquan Smith and calling him trash. Maybe that woke him up to play football today. I don't know. Because Roquan Smith been hitting everybody today, and he has 3 tackles for losses. I mean, the guy's been everywhere. This is how Roquan Smith's supposed to play every week. I guess people calling him out maybe woke him up. You know, it's really bad when we have to keep calling these players out to go do their jobs in order for them to do their jobs. I'm just saying, Roquan Smith ain't looked like this in quite some time. 3rd down and 4. They got to get a 1st down here to move the chains. You don't want to have to punt this football back again. Flacco's going to take the snap here. He's looking. Nothing's open. Flacco trips. Flacco gets sacked. Flacco throws the ball to absolutely nobody because he's falling down. Incomplete pass. 4th down here. They're going to have to punt the football again. Mike Green nearly had his first sack. See, just let Mike Green go. Just let him play. Just let him play, bro. Look at Mike Green making an impact here. Once again, the Browns are forced to punt. There's nothing they can do about that. And it's going to go inside the 5. These punts by Cleveland have been fantastic. When you're starting off inside your own 5, there's not much you can do there. Ravens offense, man, the only touchdown they were able to get was because they got great field position. And the 10 points they've gotten today have been because they were in great field position. One was starting in Browns territory at the 47-yard line, and the other was starting off around the 25-yard line. That's where the Ravens' 10 points have been this first half. The Browns' defense is shutting everything down right now. Baltimore cannot consistently move the ball on this defense. .345 left. Baltimore has a chance to go put some points on the board, but they got to get out of this situation that they're in. I'm not sure how they're going to be able to do it with the amount of pressure that Cleveland's sending. And Lamar cannot hold on to the ball here because if they get to him, that's a safety. And I don't trust his offensive line to block. Here we go, 1st down. Lamar, quick throw. Ball got tipped, incomplete, 2nd down here. Yeah, Malik Neighbors is a dog, man. That was a great catch by him. Cowboys right now aren't looking so good. I'm just saying, Cowboys lose to the Giants. It's going to be real funny. Cowboys lose to the Giants is going to be a hilarious week. It's really going to look bad for them. They're going to start 0-2 in the division. Hell no, you can't start like that if you're Dallas. 2nd and 10. Play fake here. Lamar. Pumps. Gets it to Flowers. Flowers picks up about 5. This is nasty, man. You got to get... This offensive line is just... Ugh. Oh, this O-line is just bad. You got defenders at Lamar's feet. Look at this. All these... Oh, my God. Look at this. Oh, my God. They nearly got Lamar's legs again. I'm scared for Lamar, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. This offensive line don't make me comfortable at all. 3rd down and 3. Here comes Myles Garrett again, ready to tear, just ready to destroy worlds. Lamar to Andrews. Andrews fights, and he comes close. I don't think he picks up the 1st down. They said he's short. I'm just going to punt the football here. I'm going to just punt the football here. I mean, they're free to take a look at this. They're not snapping this. Yeah, they're not taking that type of risk. Ravens aren't going for it. They're just waiting for the 2-minute warning. They're not going for it. 4th down here. Ravens probably going to punt the football. There's no reason to go for it on 4th down when you're up 10. Especially with the way your offensive line is playing. No. I'm concerned for some of these. When you don't have the protection, man, that's crazy. Joe Burrow's done for the game, and depending on how bad this injury is, he's going to be out for some time. He's limp. He was limping back to the locker room. He needed assistance, man. He needed assistance to get back there. Yeah, this is bro. Joe Burrow, you've done enough, dude. You took that sorry excuse of a franchise to the Super Bowl. I mean, you didn't. You played a huge major role, but you and that defense, when they cared about defense, took that team to the Super Bowl. You've done enough in Cincinnati, dude. You're gonna be a legend there no matter what. Get the hell out of Cincinnati. They're not protecting you, bro. What happened to Burrow? He got injured. He got injured. He got sacked and got injured. He got sacked and then he couldn't get back up. It seems like it's an ankle injury, but we don't know the severity of it. So he got sacked, stayed on the ground because he couldn't get up, and he had to be helped to the sideline. And now he's heading back to the locker room and he's actively limping. So yeah, Burrow's hurt. Yeah, Joe, get the hell out of Cincinnati, dude. Get out of Cincinnati. Please do yourself a favor for your career and get out of Cincinnati. Go to a better franchise that will give you an offensive line, and I promise you, you will win a ring. I know you're not gonna have Jamar Chase, you're not gonna have T. Higgins. It is what it is, big dog. Your career is gonna slowly start to crumble the longer you stay in Cincinnati, dude. The Ravens are actually gonna go for us on 4th down. All right, bro. They're not going for this. They're just trying to. They're just trying to get him to jump off sides. They're not going for this. We knew they weren't going for this. Let's be real. All right, we're gonna need another great punt from Jordan Stout. We'll see what this defense could do here. That's dangerous, but this looks to be a good punt. And they're going to have great field position here to try to do something. Ravens look mid today. Dude, they can't block anybody. Myles Garrett is destroying worlds. They can't block anybody. When we keep telling you the offensive line is the most vital aspect of the offense, offensive line is more important than, is the second most important. And the most important thing in your offense is your quarterback. The second most important thing is your offensive line. I don't care. Receivers, running back, none of that matters if the offensive line can't block. They literally can't stop Myles Garrett today. They just cannot stop Myles Garrett. So the Ravens offense is going to look mid because they can't protect our quarterback and buy enough time for these receivers to go make plays. The offensive line has been getting smoked today. Browns know they got to get something out of this drive. Special teams only reason we're winning. That's a crazy thing to say considering the fact that special teams has usually sucked. Yep, even with Derrick Henry, we can't block anything. Derrick Henry can't get any holes to run because they can't block. Roquan actually showing up today? Yep. Flacco gets sacked, and I'd call a timeout here. Flacco gets sacked by Matabike. Third down here for the Browns. 109 left. You call a timeout here and see if you can try to get something with your offense before halftime. This is just a travesty. Joe Burrow, please, for the sake of your career, dude, get out of Cincinnati. They don't care. The fans love you, but this franchise don't care for you, bro. I refuse to believe they do. They don't protect you. Third and 13. Flacco's just going to check this down. Oh, no, he takes a shot downfield. I knew they'd leave David Njoku wide open. I knew they'd make a mistake and leave David Njoku open. They are, the funny thing is, I didn't even tweet this, but I came into this game and I expected a bigger game from him. I didn't get to really see it, but I literally sat back and said, they're going to shut down Jerry Jeudy and leave David Njoku wide open. I literally thought that was going to happen. Defense secondary give up a big play. I literally came into the game thinking this is going to be a David Njoku game. I literally thought this was going to be a David Njoku game because they were going to shut up Jerry Jeudy and not give up anything to the outside, which would leave the middle of the field open. And the Ravens love giving up big plays in the middle of the field. So I'm surprised it's taken this long before Flacco targets Njoku. But hey, it comes in a big moment. They're going to get points off of this drive now. Unless Flacco turns the ball over here, they're going to get points off of this drive. 2nd and 10. Flacco sets up a screen and the ball's dropped. Third down coming up here. Third down and 10. I'm not even surprised Njoku got open in the middle of the field. I expected that. The thing is, now your defense is going to give up points here when they shouldn't have. Hey, look, it's Njoku again. Maybe you don't want to give Njoku that. Baltimore's going to call a timeout. I guess they want to try to do something out of this. But either way, Cleveland's getting a field goal out of this. Are they going to go for this? Oh, you know what? I guess they're like, we're on the road. We need points. We're going for this. Miami scored another touchdown, makes it 15-14 at halftime. Jacksonville up 14-10 against Cincinnati, but it might be over for Cincy. San Francisco up 9-7 against New Orleans. New Orleans was able to score a touchdown. Good for them. Giants up 13-10 against Dallas. Dallas scored a touchdown. That's good for them. Pittsburgh up 14-7. They scored a touchdown and went for 2. Detroit up 21-7 against Chicago. Chicago is looking bad right now. Detroit's trying to get back on track. 4th down and 2 here. 31 seconds left. They're going to go for this here. Might as well. I mean, you're down 10 on the road, and Baltimore gets the ball back. Buffalo up 20-3. Rams up 10-9 over the Titans. And yeah, that's pretty much all you could look at here for these 1 p.m. games. Baltimore gets the ball coming out of halftime, so it makes sense why they're going to go for this. I would cover the edges, guys. They're not going to run straight up ahead. I'd cover the outside. They're gonna get these edges, bro. Let me see if they're really willing to block. Let me see. They're not willing to do it. Nah. Just trying to draw off sides. I actually think they would have been better off going for it there. But I guess your defense has been playing well enough for you to feel comfortable that, even though the Baltimore Ravens are getting the ball coming out of halftime, you still feel somewhat comfortable that you will be fine to get something out of this. I don't know. Cleveland has a chance to get points out of this because Baltimore's defense gave up a big play on 3rd and 13. 38-yard field goal. Again, you should be able to get it, especially in this modern day era of kicking, but you never know with some of these kickers. And Cleveland has terrible luck with kickers. So hopefully for their sake, this kicker can at least make it a 1-possession game heading into halftime. 38-yard field goal here. Let's see what happens. Here comes the kick. And it's good. The kicker does what he needs to do. 10-3 game. 10-3 game heading into halftime. Because 29 seconds left. Unless Baltimore gets the ball and just somehow airs it out and gets into position. I don't think Cleveland's defense is not really going to allow that. And I don't think Baltimore's willing. At this point, Baltimore's not willing to take the chance. They blew it on 3rd and 13 to get the ball back to Lamar in the offense. There's 29 seconds left. You've been struggling all day with this Browns front seven. I don't think you should look to take a risk. There's no reason to go look to take a risk with 29 seconds left when you're up 7. Take a knee, go into halftime. You're getting the ball coming out of halftime. There's no reason to go do something stupid. Next thing you know, somebody makes a mistake, somebody fumbles the ball, a play that doesn't need to happen happens, and then you're just sitting here looking stupid as Cleveland gets another chance to go score just before halftime. We did the same thing against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Did the same thing against the Pittsburgh Steelers. "26-yard line, you're starting. You're 23 seconds left. I don't think you should really look to press it, but it's not my call. Again, you're up 7, going to halftime with that lead. The fans may look to boo, but I don't feel that we need to try to force anything here. I mean, if there's a look you feel that you can get on that defense, fine. But this has been a first half where the defense has shut down everything because your quarterback's not getting time to throw the ball. I just don't think this is a time to try to go force the ball down the field, given the fact that Lamar hasn't really had time to throw at all. But again, it's their call. If they get something out of this, hey man, good on them. But I'm not a huge fan of trying to force this when you have a 7-point lead. Anyway, 1st and 10, Lamar. Like I said, look, there's nothing there, man. Again, just take a knee. They're trying to be greedy and get something before halftime. You're getting the ball coming out of halftime. They want to try to get in field goal range. Cleveland's not going to give you the chance. Cleveland's not going to give you the chance. I don't know, man. It's not my call. It's not my call. 18 seconds left. I don't think they're going to take a knee now. They're lined up looking to try to go get some points out of this. What offensive line? They're not giving you a chance. They're sending a 4-man rush and they're still getting to Lamar. Whatever, man. It's not my call. There's nothing that's going to be open. What are we doing here? There's nobody that's going to be open in the secondary, and it's just Lamar is just throwing it away at this point. Again, I didn't agree. Just take a knee here. He could have just taken a knee. Now Cleveland's gonna call a timeout because they want to try to go get something. This is a dumb. This it was a dumb decision. It was a dumb decision. Take a knee and go into halftime. Take a knee and go into halftime. Why are you trying to be greedy? This is what the Ravens always do. Take a knee and go into halftime. You're up 7. Now you give the ball back to Cleveland to try to go get some points before halftime. If they make this a 10-6 game, it's on your head coach's fault for making that call. Why are you trying to be greedy? Why are you trying to be greedy? You better hope they don't block this. You better hope they don't get a good return. Why are you trying to be greedy here? Just take the knee and go into halftime. This was such a dumb thing. Well, here we go, just before halftime. That's a fantastic punt, and that's going to end the first half. That was such a dumb decision to try to go for before halftime with 29 seconds left. If there's anything positive to look at here, Jordan Stout he's been putting up some amazing punts today. These are some great punts by Jordan Stout. Just some great punts by Stout. Oh my God, Cam Ward made an amazing play. Lamar could have gotten hurt. That's just a dumb decision before halftime. Anyway, guys, it is halftime. I am going to handle my business the usual way I handle my business. I'm gonna be back real quick. I don't think I'm gonna be gone all of halftime, but I gotta go do something quick, and then I'll be back. So give me a minute, guys. We'll be back soon. Yeah, halftime's still going on. I just have to, dog. Don't start this as soon as I sit down. All right. I literally sat down and then immediately notification. Um, First half has been. I mean, defense has been good. You're going up against Joe Flacco and the Browns' offense, which isn't good. You kind of expect the Ravens' defense to do this for the most part. Offensively, you kind of see some of the weaknesses here with the Ravens' offensive line. Um, they're they're having trouble stopping anything. I will say this though. Lamar looks off today. People have been talking about on Twitter because I again, you guys are more observant than me. I'm not I'm not really that observant, so I don't look at it. But Lamar had an IV on the sideline. I don't know if it's because he's dealing with cramps. I don't know what's going on, but people are saying that Lamar right now, he might not be 100%. He might not be well. I don't know. I'm not here to make assumptions because there hasn't been any reports that Lamar was dealing with these symptoms prior to the game. So I don't know. Either way, somebody said Lamar had an IV on the sideline, which again, you guys can go look and see if that's confirmed or not. But yeah, Lamar's been kind of off today, and you could see he's flat out refusing to run the ball. Like he's not taking off and using his legs at all. He barely wants to get out of the pocket. Lamar is just standing there and just throwing the ball. That's it. He's not trying to extend the play with his legs. He's not doing nothing like that. He's just standing there with the offensive line struggling the way it is. He's just standing there and throwing the ball. So yeah, that's Lamar hasn't been as sharp, but more so he's just not using his legs at all. The offensive line has also been getting wrecked by the Browns front seven. They can't stop Myles Garrett. They can't even slow him down in the slightest. Bateman dropped the pass. It hasn't been as great as it should have been. Baltimore has the advantage right now because they're up 10-3, but I'm gonna be honest, bro. Offense looks nasty in this first half for the Ravens. Lamar hasn't really exactly looked like himself. I don't know if he's dealing with something or he may be cramping up again. I don't know. But Lamar hasn't really looked like Lamar this first half. And the Ravens offense, they're not doing a great job blocking. Derrick Henry can't get anything. So Derrick Henry can't get anything. They're shutting that down. The offensive line can't get any push. They're not making any sort of stop. It's been nasty. You know, despite special teams finally did something good for once. They've actually been doing a good job with the punts, and they actually got a block. So it's been weird for Lamar here. It has definitely been weird for Lamar. I hope he's okay because he's gonna have to play better in the second half. But everybody offensively has to play better in the second half. The offensive line has to do a better job in protecting Lamar Jackson. They've got to get this run game going with Derrick Henry, and these receivers got to go make plays. But it all starts with the offensive line. All right, Baltimore's offense coming on the field for their first offensive drive here of the second half. You got to look at the Ravens offense and see if they can come up with something there. You got to see a better second half here for Lamar and the offense. And they got to get this run game going. I mean, they've had a couple of unfortunate circumstances where they've started out inside their own goal line. So it's just like when you're starting at the goal line, you're going to have some early struggles. It's not like Baltimore's had great field position, haven't done anything with it. The two times they had great field position, they scored 10 points. But the other few times, it's just been starting off at your own 10, starting off at your own 8, starting off at your own 7. It's just like you're not going to be able to do anything with that. First and 10 here, and it's going to start with a play fake. Lamar going down the field, and it is caught by Zay Flowers. Flowers makes the catch, first down Ravens. My goodness. My goodness, Lamar put that on a rope. That was a good one right there. That's a good way to start off if you're the Ravens offense to get something going. Great throw by Lamar there, trying to shake off some of this rusters, whatever you're trying to see it. I'm gonna say it is. They're gonna give it to Zay Flowers now, and Flowers gonna try to cut it back, and Flowers gonna try to pick up a few yards here. Second down coming up here for the Ravens. I'm glad the Ravens defense is looking way better than last week. Well, you're going up against Joe Flacco, not Josh Allen. So yeah. I mean, we expected the defense to look like this against Joe Flacco and the Browns offense that struggles to score, as opposed to the Bills offense with Josh Allen that has no problem scoring the ball. So, I mean, this doesn't really say much. We expected the Browns defense to play better, but this doesn't say much. The Browns offense is not great. Their defense is great, but not their offense. Second down and 7 here for the Ravens. Lamar's going to take the snap. He's looking. Lamar is just going way backwards right now, and now he's kind of just jogging. He's going down the field. Touchdown! D-Hop catches everything, bro. D-Hop catches everything, bro. That's a crazy play. DeAndre Hopkins fighting one-on-one. He just makes that catch for the touchdown. Wow. Oh, my God. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown, dude. There's no movement there. That's a touchdown. It's secured. It's secured. The ball doesn't even move. That's a touchdown. Oh my God, D-Hop, what a catch. Dude, they confirmed this. I'm gonna sit back and say it, bro. Lamar for the first time can just chuck up anything because he's got a guy that can go make that catch. Oh, wow. They're not gonna say it's a touchdown. They just took a touchdown away from D-Hop, so it's gonna be first and goal. They said he got contacted at the half-yard line. Okay, get Derrick Henry a touchdown here. Dang. They took a D-Hop touchdown, bro. Man, I'm throwing a fade to D-Hop. Y'all not going to give him his touchdown, bro. So it's going to be a catch, but it's going to be a first and goal. So the offense got to go back out there. That's crazy. Man, I'm throwing a fade to D-Hop. Well, I'm getting Derrick Henry his touchdown here. Oh, they're going play fake. Y'all trying to be cute here. Give the ball to Derrick Henry. Hey, Baltimore. Baltimore. You're trying to be cute. You're trying to be cute. Give the ball to Derrick Henry. And he could have caught that too. He had it in his hands. Lamar put it right there for him. He had it in his hands. Dog, please, please, guys, please don't do this. Just give it to Derrick Henry. Flag, and now we're going to have to throw it. Come on. Now you got to throw it. Okay, bring Diop back out here then. Bring Diop back out here then. Golly. Also, we haven't spoken of this, but we really need Patrick Ricard. With the extra protection and blocking, we need Ricard. I'm throwing a fade to D-Hop. I mean, I don't know if Lamar's going to do that, but you know. Touchdown, Andrews. And he dropped it. Okay, bro. We're not. What are we doing today? What are we doing today? Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. They about to really settle for three because nobody wants to catch the ball. Look at this craziness. Man, go throw this to D-Hop. Go throw this to D-Hop. I can't believe this, bro. Just throw it to D-Hop. Even Lamar's like, seriously? Go throw this to D-Hop. If they don't double D-Hop, I'm throwing them the ball. They're going to have to get this ball snapped. Why not? Why not? I mean, you get to the 1 yard line and execution again with the Ravens. This is just what they do, bro. This is what they do, dog. Okay, and? Cool. It doesn't change anything. They're still going to kick a field goal. Just kick the field goal and get off the field, guys. And? Jesus Christ. You get to the 1 yard line and you do that. Like I said, just hand the ball to Derrick Henry. You try to get cute and first down. And Lamar put it in the hands of the receiver, but he's just you brought him off the you brought him off the practice squad and thought he was gonna make that type of play. And then the ball is in Andrews' hands and he doesn't like I don't first down, whatever. First down, whatever. You brought that guy from the practice squad. I wasn't expecting to make a tough catch like that. Lamar put it in his hands, he couldn't catch it. Dude, Mark Andrews has the ball in his hands for a touchdown. He doesn't hold on. What do you want us to say? These are the things where you have to execute, and Baltimore doesn't execute in these situations. That's problematic. Seattle scores a touchdown. They tie the game up at 14 apiece. Like, dude, what are you doing out there? Like, that's a bad look. That's just a bad look for the Ravens offense. The same problems that have harmed this team is still here, and you expect us to buy into this team? Come on, guys. Please. Can we be serious? Can we be serious? Like, you want us to buy into this team. You want us to buy into this team, bro. When our receivers are in the end zone with the ball in their hands and they can't hold on. You want us to buy into this? Please. You get down to the 1 yard line and you can't execute in these plays. And you expect us to buy into you. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. I just want to let you know, Mark Andrews is not doing himself any favor. He is absolutely losing all sorts of faith. Oh, look, he got open just in time for Lamar to get dropped on the ground. That's perfect. And then Ronnie Stanley gets beat off the edge, so it's just ridiculous. And yeah, Mark Andrews, bro, I can't with you, bro. I can't. They should have handed the ball to Derrick Henry at the 1 yard line. If he gets stuffed, fine. I always say at the one, start with handing the ball to Derrick Henry. If the Browns defense stuffs him at the 1 yard line, then you can go do some play action if you want. But I don't want to start first down with a play action situation to try to throw the ball at the 1 yard line. I always want to start with running the ball. Let's test their front seven. If they can stop Derrick Henry on first down, fine. Second and goal, play action. Fine. But you have Derrick Henry, you refuse to run at the 1 yard line. And when you got guys like this that aren't executing, what do you want us to say? Andrews has the ball in his hands in the end zone. He can't hold on to it. Like, the plays are there. Back-to-back plays. Isaiah, bro, we need you now. Isaiah, likely we need you now, bro. I don't know if you're going to be ready next week or the week afterward. We need you now, bro. People, like the Ravens fans have become completely soured off of Mark Andrews, bro, because you can't. How do you. Second and 4. This is just what we do. Nice play right there. First down here for the Browns. This is what keeps teams in the game. First down, the Browns. This is what keeps teams in the game and gives them momentum. Like, I legit. Oh, they said it's incomplete. They ruled it incomplete. Third down and 4. They're going to rule it incomplete. Third down and 4. Can you force a 3 and out here? Flacco, pressure's coming. Can he get it off? Flacco is going to try to take off. Roquan, do not let Flacco outrun you. Nate Wiggins with the interception. Finally, somebody on the defense does something. Nate Wiggins going to the house. Can he take it all the way? Nate Wiggins down the sideline. Nate Wiggins takes it to the goal line. First and goal for the Ravens. Nate Wiggins picks off Joe Flacco, and finally somebody on the defense is doing their job. You know, I was getting ready to cook these guys. Well, I mean, I'll still have to do it come postseason time, but somebody does something. Nate Wiggins picks off Joe Flacco, nearly takes it to the house. Flacco's just got to throw that away. He was getting caught up. He tried to force the ball. I don't even know why Flacco would throw that, but Flacco's had a lot of those type of passes where he's trying to force it. Like, Flacco knows he shouldn't make that type of pass, but I've seen Flacco make this same type of decision many times over the years. Flacco just, there's times where we say Flacco throw the ball away, and Flacco will be like, I can still make that play. I see a defender right there. And then he makes that throw, and a defender comes across the middle and just picks him off. And it's like, come on, Flacco. Hand the ball to Derrick Henry, please. Like, you do that on first down. You do that on first down. You throw the ball. I mean, you run the ball on first down. If they stop you, you want to get the pass game going, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Second down here, they may look to hand it to Derrick Henry again, or maybe they're going to try to see if they can get it to Lamar, who's going to keep it himself. Lamar is going to try to take it. He's going to be stopped at the goal line here. Third down here. They may look to throw it here. That's the first design run attempt they had today with Lamar Jackson. Because everyone was asking, why aren't they at least throwing that? Cincinnati and Jacksonville are tied up. So they're holding on, man. They are holding on. Third and goal coming up here. Ravens obviously want to get 7 out of this. Why did Lamar keep the ball? I don't know. That's the decision he made. I can't answer why he kept the ball. That's the decision he made. Hey. Yeah, we got to get out of this game, bro. Just all that dangerous stuff. And Joe Burrow went down. I am very cautious about this week, bro. I am cautious about this game. 3rd down and goal here. You're going to look to throw the ball here. Can you get one of your guys to get open and actually catch this ball? I don't know. They may look to throw this again. I don't know. Let's see what's going to happen here. Lamar. Oof. Deflected. Nearly picked. 4th down and goal. They're going to go for this. That should have been picked. He was trying to get it to Andrews, but there was too many defenders there. That should have been picked. That's just no. That's the more trying to force the ball to Andrews. You don't make that type of play there. I say if you're going to go for this on 4th down, you spread it out here. They're going to roll Lamar out. Touchdown. Devontae Walker with the touchdown. Devontae Walker with the touchdown. Ravens 1 foot on 4th down. They got the touchdown to Devontae Walker. That's his first touchdown of the season. Good job on Walker to make that catch. Extra point is up, and it is good. I see George is already frustrated. Let me go see what Aaron Rodgers done did. Said he threw a pick at the goal line. Let me go take a look at some of these scores here. Ravens up 20-3, so that's a good thing for them. There's still 10 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Dude, this game is going by so damn slow. The Ravens-Browns game is going so damn slow because we keep getting so many damn punts and all this other stuff. Nasty, bro. Nasty work. Anyway, let's get this look at the scoreboard here because I can see George is already going off, so let me take a look. Jaguars and Bengals are tied up 17-17. Giants up 13-10 over the Cowboys. Lions up 28-14. They're actually in the 4th. Oh, no, they're in the 3rd quarter. They just got back. Lions up 28-14 against the Bears. The Rams and Titans are tied up 13 apiece. Dolphins actually take the lead against the Patriots. They're up 17-15. What a comeback for them. Niners up 16-7. Bills dominating 23-3. The Seahawks and Steelers are tied up at 14 apiece, and the Ravens are up 20-3. They said Aaron Rodgers threw a pick. Let me see how Aaron Rodgers has been playing today because I think he's had some problems with Seattle's defense. Aaron Rodgers, 8 of 18, 110 yards passing, a touchdown, and an interception. Yeah, that kind of seems right. The Jets stink, so... We had 2 of our guys in the same place, and the defender catches it. Matter of fact, let me go see. I know the NFL's probably gonna post this.
Rodgers to his left on the move, corner of the end zone, and it's picked up by.
What the hell?
Rodgers to his left on the move, corner of the end zone, and it's picked up by Darion Kendrick.
How? Hold on. What the? Oh no, the receiver fell down. The receiver fell down. Oh no. The receiver fell down. I don't know who that receiver is. He fell down and the defender was right there to pick him off. Oh no. No, the receiver. Oh, wait. Oh no, this is actually worse. So, oh, I see what you mean. There was 2 guys. So the receiver that it looked like, there was one receiver that was preparing to make a diving catch. And the other receiver that was there, he actually ended up tipping the ball because he was trying to make a one-hand catch. The ball gets tipped, and then the Seattle defender's right there to catch the tip pass for an interception. That's terrible luck. Oh, that's terrible luck. Oh, that's got to be terrible luck. That's got to be terrible luck. You know, Spencer Rattler is not playing bad, surprisingly. I mean, the Saints are still the Saints, but, like, they're keeping up. I know it's Mac Jones, but they're keeping up. I'm just saying, like. 20-3 game here. Uh, Here comes the offense for the Browns. Flacco's got to make up for that pick. I don't know what he was thinking there. First down and 10 for the Browns. Flacco under center here. Flacco with the play fake. Flacco looking down the field. Fires down the middle of the field. It is caught. Nice play to go up high and make that catch. So Nate Wiggins is not in the game right now. He's on the sideline still getting himself, situated because it seemed like he was a bit shaken up after that pick. I don't know if he's short of breath, whatever it is, man. He's trying to get himself situated. Play fake here again. Flacco just checks it down underneath, and the tackle's made right there by Roquan Smith. This is the best opportunity now for the Browns to go do something. Seahawks defense is surprisingly good. Yeah, that's Mike Macdonald's defense, man. That's Mike Macdonald's. His defense is not surprisingly good. It's Mike Macdonald. His defense is legit. It's Mike Macdonald. Boy, I miss that guy. Oh my God, I miss Mike Macdonald in Baltimore. At the Triple Crown defense and everything. So no, Mike Macdonald's defense is good. So yeah, that's the Seahawks defense is Mike Macdonald's baby. It's good. So they're legit for a reason. Tough run here on second down. You're going to pick up, nice pickup by 4, maybe 4 yards here. Third down coming up here for the Browns. Feels like you're going to start being a little bit more aggressive in these situations, especially if you're in Ravens territory. It feels like 4-down territory potentially here, especially with it being the 3rd and 2. If you don't pick up any yards here, as long as Flacco doesn't take a sack or nobody gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage, you feel you're going to go for this if you're Cleveland if you don't pick up the first down. 3 of 11s on third downs today here for the Cleveland Browns. Something's got to change. They're down 20-3 on the road. They're in Baltimore territory. They've got to go get something going here. They need points. Flacco under center here for 3rd and 2 is looking to get some extra protection. They're going to run some play action here. He ran the ball, and they got the first down. I'm surprised they ran the ball. You know what? They had max protection. They brought up all their blockers to see if they could create some hole to get the first down, and it worked. Cleveland desperately needs this drive, man. They absolutely need this drive. Flacco play fake. He's rolling. Nothing's there. He's going to get taken down if he doesn't throw the ball away. Giants are fighting for their season. I mean, you can argue the Giants and the Cowboys are fighting for their season. They both lost to divisional rivals. Nobody wants to go down 0-2. If Dallas loses this game, I'm going to be honest, nobody's really looking at the Giants as a threat, but the Dallas Cowboys still have talent, and Dak's healthy. If the Cowboys go down 0-2 in the season and 0-2 in the division, they're in serious trouble. The Giants aren't even expected to be good. The Cowboys are at least supposed to be decent. Flacco's going to check it underneath on 2nd and 10. He's going to be dropped right there. Picks up about 5 or 6. Third down and 20. Third down and 20. Third down in 2? 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3? Oh, no, this is 3rd and 4. Excuse me. 3rd down and 4. Let's see what happens here. Flacco and the offense need a big play here. Can they get it? 3rd and 4. Flacco takes the snap. Flacco looking. Nothing's there. Flacco's going to have time to take off. Look at the old man utilize the wheels. Hey, that's a hit after the play. You're going to get flagged for that. That's a hit after the play. That's, yeah. Yeah, I said Flacco's sliding. You could see he's giving himself up, and then Marlon Humphrey decided to deliver that hit. I'm not surprised. I looked at Marlon and said, "Why are you doing that, bro? He's down. You don't need to do that, bro. He's down. He's down." Here comes the old man Flacco. He's still got some juice left. They're trying to score a touchdown here, and Marlon Humphrey has given them a reason to get inside the red zone. This is the best drive of the game for the Browns in a moment they needed. They're down 17. There's plenty of time left in this game. Don't even think it's over. Baltimore can't hold on to a lead to save their lives. And now you're going to get a false start here because the Browns' offensive line jumped. Oh, what? Wait, what? I look down and all of a sudden I see a They took away the penalty? They picked up the flag. So the 15-yard penalty is not going to count. Wow. So they're going to start at the 25-yard line instead of the 15. Or instead of the 10. First and 10, they're going to run with Ford. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. Second out coming up here. Humphrey didn't hit. He did hit him, but it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard enough to where Humphrey hit him. He didn't hit him in the head. He didn't hit him in the neck. He hit him in the chest there. He hit him right here. He hit him right in this spot. He didn't hit him in the head. He didn't hit him with the below the belt. He hit him in the chest, and he leaned with the shoulder. It wasn't any head-to-head contact. So they decide to say, hey, let's just not call that right there. Let's just take it back. 2nd and 7. Flacco running for his life. He's going to have to throw the ball away. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up here. He had an open receiver. He just couldn't get it to him. He didn't hit Flacco. He did hit him, but he didn't hit him. He did hit him. It still made contact. He did hit him right in the chest area. He just didn't hit him in his he didn't hit him in his helmet. He didn't hit him below the belt, but he hit him right in that centerpiece. He did technically hit him. Whether it's a hard hit or a soft hit, he did technically hit him, which is why they initially threw the flag. But it wasn't a hard hit, and it wasn't him leading with his helmet or anything like that. So they took the flag back. And the Ravens are using their second timeout. Oh, this is perfect. Ravens are going to have one timeout left. Let's see if this doesn't come back to bite them. Uh-huh. Both defenses have been doing their jobs today. Shout out to them. 3rd down and 7 here. Browns need points. They got to convert this 3rd down. Flacco takes the snap. Flacco looking towards his right. He's going to fire it in, and it's going to be caught, and it's going to be dropped. Incomplete. 4th down is coming up here, and the Browns are going to have to kick a field goal. You need points. You got to kick a field goal here. It's incomplete. He didn't catch it. They got to kick it. Stefanski thought he caught it, so he was calling for 4th down, but he just got the ruling. It's incomplete. He didn't catch it. Because it's either he caught it, fumbled it, and the Ravens recover, or he didn't catch it. He didn't catch it. Stefanski thought he caught it and was down, and so he was calling a 4th down play, just heard that, no, it's incomplete, and got pissed and said, all right, bring out the field goal unit. 41-yard field goal here. They need this field goal. What now? Oh, never mind. Oh, no, that's a catch. Never mind. That is a catch. That is a catch, bro. It's the 3rd quarter. We have one timeout left. Clock management is truly the poison fruit of the Andy Reid coaching tree. Oh, trust me. I'm sure that one timeout, us having one timeout in the 3rd quarter, I'm sure it won't come back to bite us. Totally sure. 100% sure it won't come back to bite us. I mean, this is the Ravens. When does that ever come back to bite us? Eagles Chiefs about to be a good game. Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. All right. Should be a fun one. Look at us just wasting timeouts. So they're gonna rule this as a complete pass. They're gonna win the challenge. And since he was down, it would have been it would initially count as a fumble if he wasn't down, but he is down. So it's gonna be a completed catch. 4th down and 2 here. Get ready, Ravens flock. This is when football becomes real cinematic. Here we go. They're gonna still say it's incomplete. Oh, sorry, there it is. 4th and 2. Thank you. I don't know why you're still showing 4th and 7. Wait, what? Here we go. 4th and 2. Here we go. Flacco looking towards the end zone. This is when things get cinematic. This is when things get cinematic, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. Did you just see how that touchdown happened? There should be no reason that touchdown happens this way. The Ravens might just be the greatest cinematic story I've ever seen. Marlon Humphrey has an interception in his hand. He doesn't catch it, and then it falls right in the hands of Tim. This is cinema. This is cinema. This is cinema. Our offense is about to go punt the football in the next possession. This is cinema. Oh, this is cinema. This right here, if somebody wants to really say we're in a simulation and they rig these games, you might be right about the Baltimore Ravens. This is absolute cinema. Hollywood would not take this script because it sounds so unrealistic, bro. The Ravens play cinematic football. There's no way something like that happens. This is cinema, bro. This is cinema, bro. This is beautiful. This is cinema. This is cinema. Knock the ball down? How about he just catch the ball? It was in his hands. Winfred, I don't need. I mean, it'd be cool if he knocked the ball down, but Marlon Humphrey had the ball literally in his hands. And instead of making the catch, he lets the ball squeeze out of his hands into the hands of a receiver. I mean, I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. Oh, my goodness, bro. Oh, my goodness, though. The Ravens are a cinematic football team. Hollywood couldn't write a script this better. Ravens got to be careful. Dude, I've already told you. It's time for cinematic football. It's already in motion. There's no gotta be careful. Watch this is what the Ravens do. They play cinematic football. They are a cinematic football team. Reminds me of that long 1 second clock. Dude, at this point, I've already told you what the Ravens are. I've already told you what the Ravens are. We kind of know what it is. Hope the Browns win. Oh, dude, the comeback coming. Did you see that cinematic touchdown on 4th down? That cinematic touchdown, bro, that is Hollywood type touchdowns right there. That's a Hollywood type script. That touchdown was more cinematic than the 4th down touchdown last week against Buffalo, where the ball gets tipped right into the hands of Coleman. This was in the hands of Marlon Humphrey, squeezes through his hands, and then falls into the hands of Tillman. You can't write this, bro. Spartan, you don't have to wait on the miracle. This is going to happen. This is cinematic football. Watch what the Ravens offense does. They're going to get smoked by the Browns defense. If the Ravens go 3-and-out or turn the ball over, be prepared for this game to go haywire in. Oh my God, this is true cinema. New England has taken the lead. They're up 23-20. This is cinema. I actually am impressed. I'm impressed. Noob, you can believe whatever you want to believe. We watched the Browns have a 14-point comeback in the 4th quarter against us in 2023. Are you pretending you didn't see that? And you're right, saying that now is definitely a comeback. I know you were here when they blew that 14-point lead. They were up 31-17 in the 4th quarter, and they blew it. Now let's get ready for a fumble, an interception, a 3-and-out. Something's going to happen with the Ravens offense. Unless they get tired of playing cinematic football. Let's see what happens here. Gets it to Zay Flowers. I'm waiting on that fumble. Is that a flag? Woo! That's going to be on the offense. They go call offensive pass interference or something. There it is. You can't make it up. Prepare to punt, Baltimore. Prepare to punt, Baltimore. This is cinema. The Ravens are a cinematic football team. I understand it now. This is what they do. This is what they do, bro. Just on cue, the Browns get a miraculous 4th-down movie-like touchdown, and the Ravens come out right off the bat and commit a pass interference call to make it 1st-and-20. They're probably going to punt this football now, and Cleveland's going to have a chance. Oh, my God, this is what makes football so fun. Because I know what the Ravens are this year, I don't have to sweat it. This is what makes football fun. The Ravens are going to blow this lead again. Lamar Jack, oh, that's another hold. That's 1st-and-30. That's 1st-and-30. This is cinema. This is cinema. Oh, my God. Hollywood would not accept this script. This has got to be cinema. This is probably going to be on the Ravens. How do you let the Ravens off like that? We're talking about some movie theater type stuff and you give up a defensive holding. I want to see if they can pull off the movie theater script here. Because the Ravens are celebrating their 30-year anniversary. The Browns have all this hatred and vitriol. And this is their time to be able to pull off a miraculous comeback and rip the win away from the Ravens. The same way the Ravens, or the same way Baltimore ripped their team away from them, even though it was Art Modell. But this is supposed to be a cinematic game. Browns fans are supposed to talk about this game for years. Trust me, there's plenty of time. It will happen. The Ravens are not to be trusted. I'm waiting for the movie, for that Disney Channel level stuff here. We're going to see some cinematic football. Lamar to Flowers picks up about 5 second out coming up here. Don't trust any of this, bro. I'm on to this, bro. Dallas is up 17-16 just as they approach the 4th quarter. Seattle up 17-14 against Pittsburgh. 12:46 left to go. Seattle's defense is doing a number on Aaron Rodgers today. Detroit's destroying Chicago. They were pissed. Detroit is doing everything they can to wreck the Bears because they were pissed. They were disgusted. They are heated about that loss to the Packers. So they got to go out and prove themselves, say our offense can really do things. Last week was not what we were. Here comes a toss to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry picks up the 1st down. I'm just waiting to see somebody make a mistake because we know it's coming. Commentary like this makes me want to consider attending an NFL game in person, even if it's as a volunteer. Might as well. Might as well. Aye. Derrick Henry has 14 rushing yards today. That is crazy. 1st-and-10. We're waiting for the mistake. Somebody's gonna make that mistake. Who's gonna blink first for the Ravens? Lamar. He's gonna get sacked. There you go. Does Mike McDonald make the playoffs this year? I don't know. I have no clue. His defense is good enough to do it, but do you trust Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold, he ain't throwing to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. That's all I'm telling you. He ain't throwing to those guys. He ain't throwing to no damn Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. He got JSN, but not too much. Look at this. Look at this. There we go. So that's how you kill a drive right there with a sack. So 2nd and 19. All right, they're going to punt this ball away. They're going to punt this ball away. Here we go. 2nd and 19. Let's see what's going to happen here. Lamar's going to take the snap. Lamar's going to take the snap. Justice, he'll get it back to the line. But yeah, Mike McDonald has the defense. It's just, you have to look at Sam Darnold as a quarterback, and do you believe he's good enough to help lead the team to the playoffs? Because offensively, Sam Darnold has to deliver as your quarterback. Do you trust in Sam Darnold doing that? He's not in Minnesota with all those offensive weapons. He's not. They got all the weapons in the world over there in Minnesota. He's in Seattle. They don't have a lot of offensive weapons. They traded DK Metcalf to the Steelers, so JSN is your guy. Here we go, 3rd and 13. Deep drop back for Lamar. He's trying to buy time. He steps. He got it. Makes a hell of a play. And gets it to Flowers, who makes the catch. 1st down. Lamar fights off a defender. He's stiff-arming someone and gets the pass off on 3rd and 13 to Zay Flowers. Oh, that's 100% a catch. Hey, chill out with my man's. Chill out with my quarterback right there, man. Y'all keep tackling Lamar at his legs, and y'all pissing me off with this. Hand that off to Derrick Henry. Henry's going to move forward. This should be the final play of the quarter, and we'll go to the 4th quarter like this. And Myles Garrett is exhausted. He's on a knee on the sideline. He is not participating on the plays right now. The clock's going to wind down to the end of the 3rd quarter, so that means he's going to have a chance. Oh, snap. What happened?
Oh, bad bounce goes through the hands of Caleb Johnson. He may have touched that ball. That would be a live ball. Let's see what the ruling is here. It is a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Oh, Seattle gets the score. Ruling on.
Oh, my God. Pittsburgh, you incompetent. Oh, my God. Where's George? This is top-tier level incompetence, dog. How the hell? Let me take a look at this. Did he touch it?
Offense and go win some of these 4th quarter type ball games.
He did. Why did he touch it? And why didn't he go back for it?
That would be a live ball. Let's see what the ruling is here.
Oh my God, Pittsburgh. Wow. How does that happen? I don't remember the last time I've seen this, bro. The Steelers just gifted the Seahawks a touchdown. What's up with this play call? It's supposed to look big against these sorry Browns. Dude, look at our offensive line. They've been getting wrecked by Myles Garrett all day. And again, y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Y'all keep talking about the Browns being sorry. Their offense may be sorry, but their defense is not sorry. I get it. They're the Browns. They're trash. The Browns have a good defense. We watched this Browns team last week shut down Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. You saw them do that last week and assume the Browns defense was going to be trash? Where are you getting this from? Come on, guys. The offense may look like garbage, but the defense is certainly not garbage. And Myles Garrett has been destroying worlds all game. Come on, man. As for this play, bro, Pittsburgh, that might cost you the game. Seattle's defense has been playing well against them. That could cost them the game. That could cost them the game. I'm trying to look at the score right now. Seattle's up. Where are they? Seattle is up. Oh my God, I can't find the game right now. Am I blind? Oh, I'm not blind. You're just not showing me the damn scoreboard. Hold on for a second. Oh, I'm right here with it. Okay. Oh, I was on it. Okay, let me just update this for a second. That's the type of thing. What is wrong with this app today? It counted. It counts. Seahawks are up 24-14. Lamar to Flowers, and Flowers going to get taken out inside the 20. What has Lamar done this game? I mean, you're acting like Lamar hasn't done anything in this game. I can tell you what he's done, and I can tell you what Derrick Henry has done. I can let you know what he's done, and I can let you know what Derrick Henry has done. So, I mean, we could pretend that no one's sitting back and acting like this is a spectacular game, although it's a pretty good game for Lamar, because, again, the Browns' defense deserves to be respected, but the way you talk and making it seem like Lamar Jackson just sitting around being carried, Derrick Henry has 14 yards rushing. What has Derrick Henry done? And saying, what has Lamar done in this game? I can tell you what he's done. You can say it's not spectacular, but again, there's been several drops by his receivers today. And again, people are pretending the Browns defense is not good. Did y'all watch what they did to Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins? Lamar Jackson, 17-27, 178 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, a passer rating of 106. Derrick Henry has 9 carries for 22 yards. So to act like Lamar has not done anything in a game that they're leading is kind of crazy. You can sit back and argue and say he's not having a spectacular performance, but no one else on the offense is really having a spectacular performance other than Zay Flowers. Mark Andrews dropped a touchdown pass. Another receiver dropped a touchdown pass. There's been several drops all over the game. The only person with a pair of hands, actually, there's 2 people with hands on the offense today: DeAndre Hopkins and Zay Flowers. So just weird to act like, oof. Lamar tried to take off, and then he threw it. It got deflected and picked off, and there is a flag on a play, and this might be on the Browns defense. You're making it seem like Lamar is being carried and Derrick Henry is going off. Derrick Henry has 22 yards rushing. There's been no rush game for this game, dude. There's been no running game. Baltimore has had to get this via the passing game. But at the same time, it hasn't been the best look. Pass interference on the offense. Because why not? It hasn't been the best of the look for the offense as a whole, because the offensive line is getting smoked by Myles Garrett. They can't protect. Lamar's not getting time to throw. He has to escape out of the pocket to make plays, but Lamar has made plays throughout this game. He's been the primary factor in why the offense has been doing it. It's been him, then Flowers, then D-Hop. But Derrick Henry's been shut down. The Browns came into this game saying, we're going to shut down Derrick Henry. So it's up to Lamar and these other guys to step up and do what they need to do. And that's what they've been doing. So acting like Lamar has not done anything in this game is just stupid, because that's not even true. That's just wrong. Like, factually, in terms of that's just wrong. At some point, we got to give credit to these other opponents. I get it that the Browns are trash, but they shut down the Browns, they shut down the Bengals offense. They lost because of their kicker, but the defense shut down Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. Give credit for this being a good defense. If Joe Burrow can struggle against this defense and have some poor moments, so can Lamar. So can any other quarterback. But Lamar's still playing well. Lamar's going to throw it up there. Touchdown. Devontae Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game. 3 touchdown passes for Lamar Jackson, but he's not doing anything, I guess. Like, what are we talking about here, dude? And the Ravens are starting to pour it on. Devontae Walker, we might have found something here, but he's doing something, man. Devontae Walker doing something, man. Hey, man, Devontae Walker may be doing some things here, bro. Devontae Walker just ran down right perfectly, beat him. Lamar saw it and just put it on him. Hey, man, Devontae Walker got 2 touchdowns here. I've been hoping that Devontae Walker would have an opportunity to showcase what he can do, and Buddy's got 2 touchdowns today. Walker putting it up here, man. Browns were talking heavy against Henry, and they locked that down. Yes, that's what people need to understand. The secondary for the Browns has been relatively good today, but their front 7 has been carrying them. Their front 7's been carrying them. They talked a lot of smack this week and said it's easy to tackle Derrick Henry. They locked in and said, we're going to shut down Derrick Henry. Lamar, we're going to put pressure on you. It's up to you to beat us in the pass game. That's what he's doing today. But we're pretending that he's not doing anything based off of what? That's just an incorrect statement. That's just a factually incorrect statement. So Ravens up 27-10. Lamar Jackson 18 of 28, 202 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a passer rating of 121. Joe Flacco 17 of 32, 144 yards, a touchdown, an interception, a passer rating of 62.5. Zay Flowers has 75 receiving yards. D-Hop has that one play for 41. Devontae has 2 catches, and both those catches were for touchdowns. Tyler Wallace also has he has 2 catches. One of those was for a touchdown, and it's been that type of day. The Ravens up 27-10. Can't wait to see them get conservative, I guess, because they love getting conservative. But yeah, Ted's doing his thing right now. All right, 27-10. Still plenty of time left. Browns trying to do something at this point. All right. We're back at it, 27-10. Still more time left. I would hope you would look to continue to pour it on, but this is the Ravens. 1st and 10. They're gonna run this ball here with Ford. He's gonna pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards. Second down coming up here for the Browns. Says you doing your thing, boy. He doing his thing out there. All he does is catch touchdowns. All he does is catch touchdowns. I was about to say all he does is cook defenses, but he's got 3 catches. I can't say that. I was literally about to say all he does is cook defenses, but he's got 3 catches. So I'm gonna just say all he does is catch touchdowns because all 3 of his catches are for touchdowns. 1st down, Browns. Bateman has regressed this season. Season just started, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Season just started. It's going to be a long season. You got plenty of weapons on this offense. You're going to be seeing everybody get utilized. I can't immediately make that statement. Hit me up midway through the season, and if we haven't seen anything from Rashad Bateman, by all means. But it's going to be a long season, and everybody's getting involved. Zay's found the end zone. D-Hop's found the end zone. Tyler Wallace found the end zone. Devontae Walker's found the end zone. Guys are finding the end zone. Flacco checks it down here, and he's going to be dropped after picking up maybe 4 yards flag on the play. So, yeah, I mean, we've got a bunch of guys that have found the end zone right now. So, let me see. Holding on the offense here, so that's going to back up the Browns. Let's see. Week 1, it was Zay and D-Hop. Week 2, it's Wallace and Walker. So, you know, Mark Andrews could have been a part of that, but apparently he didn't want to catch passes. So, yeah. So far we've seen that. It's been Walker twice now. So far we've seen that. We'll continue to see how things are going to go in that aspect, but, you know. Yeah, you're still taking your foot off the gas in key games. You took your foot off the gas against the same team that eliminated you in the playoffs, and we're supposed to take you serious. George, what's going on, bro? What happened with the Steelers? What's going on with your Steelers, bro? That touchdown that y'all gave up was ridiculous. What's going on, bro? Let me go take a look at some things. Y'all got to get it together. Let me take a look at this real quick. Let me see what's happening in Seattle. What's happening? Seattle has the football for. Oh my God, they're at 3rd and goal. They could still kick a field goal here. 2nd and 9. Flacco checks the ball down here. It's just a bunch of checkdowns, but it is working. They're getting closer and closer. Here comes the Ravens starting to play a little bit conservative instead of being aggressive and going at Flacco's neck. Aaron Rodgers played terrible today. And Sam Darnold didn't play much better either, but his team's still leading. Honestly, 3rd and goal, you just kick a field goal and you make it a 10-point game with 4.5 left to go. Pittsburgh has all 3 timeouts, so it's not over yet. But Aaron Rodgers is playing like some dookie. So I guess week 1 was an anomaly. Sampson picks up the 1st down. Browns move the chains. So was week 1 an anomaly? Was week 1 an anomaly, everybody? Sam Darnold, 22 of 33, 295, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, passer rating of 89. That's fine with me. If I would take away the turnovers, but I need him to at least be putting something up. But Aaron Rodgers, 14 of 26, 160 yards, a touchdown, and interception. That's better. That's the Aaron Rodgers I like to look at. Flacco, 1st down, just throws it away. They blitzed, incomplete. They gave up a touchdown? Malik Washington on a 70-yard punt to give Miami the lead again. They regained the lead. Oh my God, y'all gave up a 19-yard touchdown run? Oh no, Pittsburgh is fried. Pittsburgh is fried. What happened to the defense? Pittsburgh's defense back-to-back weeks gives up 30-plus points? What? Well, actually, they didn't give up 30 today. They get, 7 of those points came off of special teams. But, like, where's the defense for Pittsburgh? Dog, where's the defense for Pittsburgh? This is bad. Pittsburgh's defense is not looking good right now. First and 10 here for the Browns. They're in Ravens territory, trying to get some points out of this. You know how the Ravens defense always do in the 4th. Flacco goes deep. He's got a one-on-one man. It is incomplete. He tried to get that to Judy right there, man. He scared him. I thought we gave up a touchdown. Oh, Corey, George he's a Steelers fan. George is a Steelers fan, so his team right now is not doing good. No way! No way! No way! No way! What is happening in Miami? The Patriots gave up a 70-plus yard kick return for a touchdown. And then the Patriots respond by having a 90-yard rushing touchdown to regain the lead. What the hell is going on in Miami? There's no way, bro. There's no way. 3rd down here for the Browns. There's no way. What is going on in Miami? What is? I have to go watch this game I have to go see this game, bro. There's no way, bro. They gave up a 70-plus yard kick. The Patriots, they gave up a 70-plus yard kick return touchdown. And then the Patriots responded. There's no way. Let me take a look at this. I want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing here. Flacco on 3rd and 6. Pump fakes. He just fires it incomplete. 4th down here for the Browns. Let me take a look at this play-by-play here because, man, ESPN is acting up today. I don't know what's wrong with this. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, no, it was back to, yeah, you know what? Never mind. Yeah, never mind. It was a kick return touch. I said a 90-yard touchdown. No. So the Dolphins score on a kick return touchdown. The Patriots paid them back. What is happening here? What is going on in Miami? What is going on in Miami, bro? What's going on, Corey? I'm doing good as well. 4th down and 6. Flacco. He's looking. He gets dropped. He fumbles the ball. Roquan Smith picks it up, and Roquan Smith is turning on the Jets, and Roquan Smith's going to take it to the house for a touchdown. The defense is actually creating turnovers today. Good for them. That's not going to make us buy into the defense come January, but hey, at least you're getting a fumble return for a touchdown. Good job for Roquan Smith. What is happening in Miami, bro? That ball looked out. That ball looks out. And no, I should have got. Well, dude, it's the Jets. That's why they're getting blown out by the Bills. The Jets were never seen as this major threat. So Aaron Rodgers, here's the thing. Aaron Rodgers can get motivated when he has to spite somebody. So he got motivated to spite his former team. I don't mean nothing now. He ain't got no beef against Seattle. And Seattle has a good defense. Mike McDonald knows what he's doing. Yeah, that looks like it's out. It's close, but we'll see. If that ball is out, it's going to be a return for a touchdown. All right, let's take a look at some of these games. What is happening in Miami, bro? Man, I gotta go see what TD is thinking. I gotta go check out that stream afterwards, bro, because I know he's just gotta be going through it. This back and forth affair with this team, bro, and they just Jaguars are up 27-24 against Cincinnati, but Cincinnati has the ball with 6:03 left to go. They're down by 3. Trevor Lawrence has 3 touchdown passes. He's looked great today. Yeah, against Bengals defense, who cares? He's doing his job, and they need to win. And they're trying to go. What are they? They're trying to go to 2-0. I would love it if Cincinnati loses this game, but at this point, it really doesn't matter if Cincy loses this game because their long-term situation in regards to no Joe Burrow, because we don't know how severe his injury is, that is the real focus that needs to be discussed. There's a lot of back and forth, man. There's a lot of back and forth happening. Now the Cowboys regain the lead. The Cowboys and Giants game, absolute cinema. The Dolphins and Patriots game, absolute cinema. Rams, Titans, Browns, Ravens, ugh. Buffalo and New York, New England and Miami, let's go. San Francisco and New Orleans, not bad. Giants and Cowboys, let's go. Chicago and Detroit, make it end. Seattle and Pittsburgh, I thought we had a defense. Like what? This is basically what's been happening here. Pittsburgh is gonna lose this game, and I love that Pittsburgh's gonna lose. And if Cincinnati loses, everybody's gonna be 1-1 in the division, except the Browns. They'll be 0-2. The call's gonna stand. It is a return. It's a fumble returned by Roquan for a touchdown. That's the first defensive fumble return touchdown since November 8th of 2020. Ravens weren't really good at creating turnovers, like at all. Well, Flacco's going to go out there and try to do something. 34-10. Let me look at this, bro. Pittsburgh's defense may be cooked. I'm taking a look at this touchdown run by Walker. 1, 2, 3 missed tackles. Oh my goodness, bro. Pittsburgh's defense, what happened to these guys? It's 3rd and goal and they give up a rushing touchdown. Pittsburgh's defense may be cooked, bro. This is ridiculous. All I need is for Jacksonville to win and everything goes to 1-1 in division. Baltimore gets this win here, they go to 1-1 in the season, and things will be looking basically the way it's supposed to look in the division. Yeah, bro, Joe, your defense is not even remotely close to being the same. This is ridiculous. 8:14 left. Just need to get out the game. Get out the game clean. Lamar should be done for the day. Dylan Gabriel has his helmet on. Shedeur has a cap on. Obviously, he's a third string quarterback. He ain't doing nothing. But Dylan Gabriel has his helmet on. It's only a matter of time before Dylan Gabriel walks out here. I don't know. This might be if Baltimore ends up making a stop here. If he turns the ball over again, I don't know how things are gonna go. But Dylan Gabriel has his helmet on. What's going on, man? I'm feeling good. Chilling out. It's just a chill Sunday. 1st and 10 here for the Browns. I don't know how much longer they're going to play Flacco here. And Browns fans are just going to be absolutely crushed by this because they wanted to walk in here and absolutely wreck this team for their decision to celebrate. And it's just like you come here and you don't do much of anything. Marlon Humphrey's dealing with a groin injury. He's questionable to return. I wouldn't look to really play him either. Let me see this touchdown. Look at this. What is happening in Miami, bro? What is really happening in Miami, bro? I'm gonna have to go back and watch these games afterwards. I gotta see this. But we know we got Chiefs Eagles next. 2nd and 4. Just gonna toss it up, and he's gonna get boomed by Nate Wiggins. 3rd down here, bro. Pittsburgh is come on, Jacksonville. Oh my God, Jacksonville got the ball. 4:30 left. Come on, Jacksonville. Put these Bengals away so we can Will we reclaim first place? Baltimore's going to be first place in the division after this game if Cincinnati loses because we blew out the Browns. So and not to mention we've scored 40 and 34 as a team, and the Bengals haven't really done much scoring wise. I'm just thinking right now we may get first place in the division if the Jaguars beat the Bengals. We may be back to first place because we were in second. We were in third. We were in third because we were on 1. We were third in the division last week. We may jump to first, which is what we expect. 4th and 5 at the Cincinnati 7. Oh my goodness, Trevor Lawrence, you might want to go for this, bro. I don't need to give Jake Browning a chance to be the winner of this game, bro. 4th down here, don't really matter. You're just gonna run the clock out. I think you probably know at this point you're probably not gonna blow a 24-point lead in 6 minutes. At least you would assume they wouldn't do that, but who knows? If you get the ball back, they may actually put in Cooper Rush. I don't know. 4th and 5 here. Flacco. Delay of game by the Browns. That's crazy. 4th and 5 here at the Cincinnati 7-yard line. They went for it and didn't get it. They went for it and didn't get it. Trevor Lawrence's pass was incomplete to Brian Thomas. They didn't get it. The Jaguars took a chance, went for it on 4th down, and didn't get it. The Bengals still have life. And if they get this win with Jake Browning, I mean, long-term effects, we don't know what's going to happen with Joe Burrow, so that's a whole thing. Here comes the pressure. Flacco fires. Incomplete. TJ Tampa makes the play, and that's the game there, basically. Ravens take over on downs. There should be no reason the starters really come out here with 6 minutes left, but I think they've blown the leads too much. You might see the starters out here, but who knows? Chiefs and Eagles might be interesting. I just looked at the injury report. Chiefs have 2 wide receivers out. Philly has 1 player out in 3 positions. Yeah, it's going to be nasty with this Chiefs-Eagles game. Dude, they're going up against the Browns. that offense is not good. So the starters are still out here. They're just going to try to run the clock. They're not going to look to put points on the board. There's no reason to do so. At this point, let's see if we can beef up Derrick Henry's rushing stats because we kind of want to improve that aspect. Browns did a good job stopping Derrick Henry today. They said beat us another way. And well, the Ravens said, okay. They got Lamar taking the snap here. And that's going to be pass interference on the defense because he was going for D-Hop. And looks like it's going to be some pass interference on the defense. That's a lot of contact. Here comes Henry. And the Browns are saying no. You just lost to the Seahawks. The Seahawks are not a bad team. What you should be concerned with is the fact that your defense is looking bad. They gave up, giving up 24 points isn't the worst thing in the world, but that defense didn't look good, and Aaron Rodgers got smoked. Aaron Rodgers looking pedestrian. Aaron Rodgers looked like the Aaron Rodgers we expected to see. You know, not the Aaron Rodgers that you saw in week 1 where he did what he did to the Jets. But seeing that the Jets are getting the crap kicked out of them by Buffalo, the Jets aren't who we thought they were. And that makes Pittsburgh look worse. It makes Pittsburgh look a little bit worse because it's like, okay, yeah, maybe that was kind of a... Hopkins got it, touchdown. D-Hop with the touchdown. He was going to get his touchdown. Hopkins said, my hands on my hands, bro. D-Hop was going to get his touchdown. D-Hop was going to get his touchdown. D-Hop was going to get his touchdown. And he fought for that. Well, look at this. He got a defender draped all over him, and he still made that catch. Well, that's 2 games, and that's 2 touchdowns for D-Hop. He's got a defender literally draped all over him, and he still makes that catch. Lamar finally has somebody he can throw these passes to. Lamar can really just chuck these passes up to D-Hop, and D-Hop gonna make the play. Oh my God, Lamar finally has somebody he can do that for. Like, he's got a receiver you can do that. You can't do that with Bateman. You're not gonna try that with Flowers. You could use him somewhere else. You've got a guy that's gonna win those matchups. Wow. You got somebody you could really do that with. Dog, D-Hop might get... listen, we'll see what happens throughout the year. But, dog, if D-Hop keep doing this, bro, he getting another... They're going to give him a contract extension. It's 2 games, and he's made spectacular plays. All right, it's time for Dylan Gabriel to come in. This game is over. Dog, wow. The Giants take the lead? Russell Wilson with a moon ball. The defense is not there. The Giants have a 3-point lead. Dak, 2:37 left. Dak has a chance to go take the lead. This game in Dallas is crazy. NFC East matchup, that is what you expect. Well, you don't expect that. But, man, the game between the Giants and the Cowboys is wild. The game between the Dolphins and the Patriots is wild. Oh, my God. D-Hop got the touch. That's crazy. But 4 touchdowns for Lamar, but he doing nothing. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he just standing there. He ain't really doing anything. So Dylan Gabriel, the rookie's going to get some playing time here in week 2. That's what we expected to see. I'll be right back. Oi! Oh, look at this run. That's a good run right there. You still throwing it short and there's 14 seconds left? Hey, man, it's a wrap. We know it's a wrap. That's a great run there. You bring in the rookie. Just a couple runs here. I would like to see him get a pass attempt. You want to try to see if you can get him something. And Tua got picked. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dolphins about to lose this game. Bro, TD finna be pissed. Ravens offense going to break the record for points in the season at this rate. At this point, they may have to just keep playing like this. At this point, you cannot take your foot off the gas pedal. They cannot be trusted. When you blow a game like that on national television, then you crush the hopes. And when you disappoint the fan base like that to the point where we can't trust you to score, at this point, I'm going to need Lamar Jackson to become a stat pattern this year. Because we cannot afford to take our foot off the gas. The second we do that, we lose. There you go, Gabriel. Oh, he fumbled the ball, but he did make the catch. He made the catch and the fumbled the ball outside, but it went out of bounds. So it's fine. It's fine. It's still first down. Starters are out for this one. At this point, it's just putting in the second guys. No chance y'all losing this week, man. I mean, yeah, we made sure to stat pad just to do that. Hand the ball off here. I believed in Aaron Rodgers, bro. It's been one game. It's one loss too, so it's fine. It's just one loss. You're gonna be fine. Breathe, calm down. It's not the end of the world. You played against a good defense. It just didn't work out. Dog, I don't like this. Cincinnati has a chance to tie the game, bro. Jake Browning is really out here playing like this. What is going on? Why is Jake Browning playing like this? I don't get this. This is crazy, bro. Why is Jake Browning playing so damn well? This is why we can make the jokes that, hey, Jake Browning, Joe Burrow, is there really a difference? Oh, my God. Oh, I didn't realize Trevor Lawrence threw 2 interceptions. Detroit hanged 52 on the Chicago Bears, and there's still time left. Y'all can talk about us stat padding and putting up 40. Bro, Detroit is putting up 52 points against the Bears. They're pissed off right now. The Packers are talking mad trash, and it made them heated. Rams up 33-19. We're up 41-10. The Bills won 30-10. Patriots up 33-27. Miami has the ball at the New England 36-yard line at 2nd and 20. There's a minute left. Tua has one more chance to try to go win this game. San Francisco's up 26-21, but New Orleans has the ball with the chance to go win this game. Dallas has the ball with the chance to go win this game. They're up 30 to they're down 30-27. And then yeah, I mean Seattle is the only one. Seattle and Pittsburgh is the only game that's ended, and Seattle won. Can't overreact because of that. Again, you're going up against a good defense. Aaron Rodgers was looking like the hope of Pittsburgh after beating the Jets with 4 touchdown passes. You can't just switch up and say, oh, he played poor against Seattle. That's the end of what you have to be looking at is more so your defense and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers did not play a good game. Let's see if he does that. If he's consistently playing bad games, fine. We'll have a conversation. We'll talk about it. But you have to see if that's going to be the case. I don't know if it's going to, but you have to see if that's going to be the case. So yeah, Joe Flacco's day ended 25 of 45, 199 passing yards, a touchdown and interception, and a passer rating of 65. Lamar Jackson, 19 of 29, 225, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, passer rating of 128. First and goal here. Let's see if the rookie can get something going. You know, you want to be coming as a rookie quarterback, first time playing NFL football. You want to playing football in the NFL, excuse me, and or at least in the regular season. And even though it's just, you know, the second team out there and the game's over, still go get something, go put some points up. Oh, he's got a man. Touchdown. Hey, that's going to help Dylan Gabriel, bro. That's going to help his confidence. Touchdown, Cleveland. So that is the first touchdown reception for Samson. That's the first touchdown pass of Dylan Gabriel's career. So that's good for him. Now go put Cooper Rush out there and let's wrap this up. Cincinnati's at the Jacksonville 4-yard line. There's 57 seconds left. It's first and goal at the Jacksonville 1. Jacksonville's about to blow this, man. Cincinnati's going to remain first place in the AFC North. This is crazy. Jake Browning is going to deliver these guys a win. Jake Browning. Oh, yeah. This is disgusting work. This is disgusting work. Jacksonville only has 1 timeout left. They give up a touchdown here. You're going to have to ask a lot for Trevor Lawrence to go down the field and score a touchdown with the game on the line under a minute. This is nasty, bro. Jacksonville is really about to give up a touchdown here. It's a minute left, bro. This is crazy. Oh, snap. Browning up the middle. The offense was offsides. It's second and goal at the Jacksonville 3 now. Oh, boy. If Jacksonville can hold on defensively and not give up a touchdown at the goal line, it'll be a tie game. Cincinnati's calling a timeout now. 25 seconds left. Are they going to play conservative and kick the field goal? If Cincinnati scores a touchdown, they win the game. And that's game, ladies and gentlemen. The Baltimore, well, they're going to take a couple knees, but that's going to be game. Wasn't exactly a great day running the ball. You really have to air it out because Cleveland is a team you can't run the football on. And they made sure to lock in to make sure Derrick Henry did not go off. But Lamar Jackson did what he did. Oh, my God, the Cowboys take the lead. Cowboys take the lead, 52 seconds left. Let's see what you're made of, Russell Wilson. Oh, my God, the Dolphins are going to lose. Did Tua throw another pick? Man, I got to watch all these games. There's 25 seconds left. If the Jacksonville Jaguars defense cannot hold tall, it's over. Last time the Giants beat the Cowboys at the crib was 2016. Yep. Dolphins are terrible. Dolphins aren't terrible. They can put up points. I mean, that's cool. They have weapons on offense, but they got no defense, and Tua keeps turning the ball over. So Ravens take a knee. Game's over. They dominate 41-17. It was to be expected. I don't think anyone was surprised that the Ravens did what the Ravens were supposed to do. Congratulations for handling your business the way we expected you to handle your business. You want a cookie for handling your business? 19 seconds left. It's 3rd and 1 at the Jacksonville 1-yard line. If Jacksonville's defense cannot hold up here on 3rd down, they're going to lose the game. They're going to move to this game right now. We're going to take a look at this right here. Jacksonville down at the 1-yard line. We finna find out real quick. And I know they're going to score a touchdown here. Cincinnati's going to score a touchdown here. Jacksonville's defense ain't built like that. Not anymore. I'm just saying, bro, if they're able to win with Jake Browning, what does that say about Joe? I'm kidding. But I'm just saying, they won games with Jake Browning last year. They're going to go with a sneak, and Browning's going to pick up the... Why are you guys not lining up over the middle? Jake Browning's about to sneak this in. Touchdown. And that's going to be game. T-Law legacy drive with 19 seconds left. The game's over. 19 seconds left, no timeouts. It's over for the Jaguars. Unless the extra point is missed, they've got no chance to do anything. You had a guy that actually had a chance to get him, and he failed to do so. This extra point is important because if he doesn't get it, it's a 3-point game, and you still have a shot. If he gets this, Jacksonville needs a miracle touchdown to win the game. McPherson makes the extra point, and with 18 seconds left, you trust Trevor Lawrence with 18 seconds left and no timeout to go score a touchdown. All right, bro, let's see how that happens. Let's see how that happens, bro. I'm just saying, Jake Browning led a 90-yard drive. I'm just saying, Jake Browning doing this, no Joe Burrow. How am I supposed to feel about that? Jake Browning gives Cincinnati an early lead in this division because they're going to go 2-0 on the season. I cannot believe Jacksonville choked this away. No Joe Burrow, and you can't win the game. That is embarrassing. Ugh. Anyway, good day for Baltimore, but you were expected to beat Cleveland. Nobody's surprised that you went out here and did your job. You were expected to beat Cleveland. Congratulations. Nobody's going to sit back and say anything. New England beat Miami. This is crazy. The Dolphins are done. They're cooked. The Giants took the lead. The Giants took the lead. How did the Giants take the lead? What? Russell Wilson, 48-yard touchdown pass to Malik Neighbors. 25 seconds left. And they get the touch. I cannot wait to watch these games, bro. These 2 games of the week. I got to watch the Dolphins and the Patriots. I got to watch the Giants and the Cowboys. What is happening? The Giants may sneak away with a game. Nobody's playing defense. Well, 18 seconds left. You got to aim for the sidelines. Let's see the magic of Trevor Lawrence, right? That's game. And Cincinnati's going to go 2-0 on the season. But y'all trust Joe Burrow? I mean, you trust, oh, he got off just beforehand? Oh, last play of the game type nonsense. He should have flipped it the other side. Anyway, there's a flag on the play. It's gonna be on Jacksonville because they didn't get it off in time, or they weren't fully set. So the Bengals are gonna go 2-0. Yeah, penalties decline. Bengals are gonna go to 2-0 on the season. This is amazing. But the thing is, Joe Burrow is the main target. If Joe Burrow is not good to go, they get the win today. That's good. But Joe Burrow's condition is what's going to be the talking point this week, because if he's hurt significantly, if he misses time, Jake Browning can hold it down, but how is the season going to go for them? That's a real question that has to be discussed. The Bengals are going to remain first place in the AFC North, at least for this week. And yeah, I mean, we're going to have to see what happens with Joe Burrow. I don't know how that situation is going to go. Jake Browning might be the best backup quarterback in football, because what he's been able to pull off when Joe Burrow's not been playing has been amazing. And Trevor Lawrence losing a game like this, bro, that's a bad look on you. That is a real bad look. Joe Burrow goes down and you lose the game. That is a pathetic look by you. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm dead serious. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. Jacksonville as a whole is probably ashamed. How do you lose a game like this? Russell Wilson is having the game of his life, and I gotta see. Bro, I don't even know what to say. Where was this last week against the Commanders? That's what Giants fans are asking. I guess the Commanders got a better defense than the Cowboys. So, as I get ready to end this off, and then I guess, I don't know if I want to really stick back here for another 4 hours to watch the quote-unquote game of the week. I can potentially watch it, but I don't know if I want to be here for that. But, that's a different conversation for a different time. Anyway, let's get some wrap-up here. Bears are going to lose the game, obviously. 12 seconds left. The Lions beat the Bears 52-21. Jared Goff had 5 touchdown passes. He's going to be player of the week. The Bengals hold on despite Joe Burrow going down with an injury. They beat the Jaguars 31-27. The Rams beat the Titans 33-29 to go to 2-0 on the season. Patriots beat the Dolphins 33-27. The Niners hold on and beat the Saints 26-21 to go 2-0 in the season. The Bills beat the Jets 30-10. The Seahawks beat the Steelers 31-17. And the Ravens beat the Browns 41-17. So right now, the Bengals getting that win puts Baltimore now at second place in the AFC North. The Pittsburgh Steelers will drop to third place most likely, and the Browns are going to be in fourth place here. So that's how that goes. Cincy survives this game, but we're going to have to see how things are going to go down the stretch, because I don't know what Joe Burrow's looking like. Quarterback controversy in Cincy? No. But it'd be funny to say that. 3 things certain: life, death, taxes, and Trevor Lawrence blowing the lead to Joe Burrow. Nicholas, he didn't blow the lead to Joe Burrow. He blew it to Jake Browning. Joe Burrow didn't play in the second half. Joe Burrow got knocked out relatively early. So he didn't blow the lead to Joe Burrow. He blew the lead to Jake Browning. So that specific phrase doesn't work in this situation, because he blew the lead to Jake Browning, not Joe Burrow. Yeah, Neighbors is that guy. How bad is Burrow hurt? We don't know. We know it's an ankle injury. He had an MRI, but we don't know the results. We'll hear about it down the stretch. Dallas tied the game, bro. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch this game, bro. I want to see the ending of it and watch it from beginning to end. But I'm going to end things here, guys. How did Daniel Jones look so bad in preseason but so good in the regular season? Because it's preseason, and preseason isn't it isn't an assessment about what's happening in the regular season. Just because you can look good in the preseason, look bad in the regular season. We saw that with Kenny Pickett. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here. We got to go do our recap of the game, and we'll do that later. We'll probably watch the Eagles and Chiefs. I'm going to end the stream here, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. We'll see how some of this is going to go. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Be safe. Peace out, guys.